Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had a good Father's Day for all the fathers and stepdads and father figures and grandpas and uncles. Anybody can be a dad. I found that out. It takes a village. I was raised along with my mom, with by my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, aunts, uncles. So, like I said, happy birthday. Somebody was talking about birthdays in chat when I was reading. So I had birthday on my mind. Um, so I just want to come on. I had originally planned, so we're going to do it. Ignore the thumbnail that I put up originally because I was going to do this last night. But then Miss Persevere was supposed to do her Flora live stream last night. So I switched it over my live stream to do tonight. And then something happened with her. She's okay, thank goodness. But so I switched to tonight, and I forgot it was Father's Day. And so some of the things that I was going to talk about, some of the stories in the news I was going to share. You know, they're hard enough to talk about as it is any day, no matter what day it is. But being on Father's Day, I want to kind of, keep it take it down a little bit, take it down a notch a little bit. So I'll share those stories that I was going to talk about. I'll either do a video on them sometime this week, and post it, or but if you are interested in reading the links to all the articles that I was going to talk about are in the description box, so you can read the articles. So tonight I'm just going to share some missing persons, chat with you guys. Anything you guys want to talk about, just throw it in chat and we can talk about it. Sorry, I got distracted reading comments again. But anyway, but I just wanted to, like I said, being Father's Day, just kind of share some missing persons with you, chat with you guys, share, because I'm going to be sharing some missing children and missing adults. So I do kind of just on Father's Day, kind of honor and bring recognition to fathers and mothers and whole families, fathers who are missing their children tonight, that are missing or no longer with them, and children who have missing parents or parents who have been taken by violence. Like I said, not just fathers, mothers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, the whole family, because we all know that when somebody goes missing or is taken too soon, it's hard on the whole family, friends. So we're just going to kind of, like I said, chill out a little bit tonight, share some missing persons, chat with you guys, and thank everybody for being here before I forget. And by the way, the new intro, I don't know if you guys, if you saw it, I did the video for it. I put that together this afternoon, but the music came from Tony of Tony's Place. Some of you guys in here may know who Tony is. I think the first time I ever met Tony was in a chat, I believe, on Miss Frankie Rose, the think tank. I would see him in chat. And so I was, when I was getting stuff ready for the live stream tonight, and then I was back and forth on YouTube and I saw that he was posting. He's an excellent musician, artist, and he was posting mostly instrumental stuff. And he posted, I think, 10 videos today. And I think because he said, because I was talking back and forth with him, telling him how much I love the music he was putting up. And he said they would only I said, keep them coming. I think he said YouTube would only let him post 10 videos a day. But anyway, I knows he had feel free to use in the thing. So I just asked him, I said, because that one particular song that I used in the intro, I just love it. So beautiful. And I asked him if I could use it as an intro, and of course give him credit. And I did put his link is in the description box. And he was gracious enough. He said, yeah, you use whatever you want to. So thank you to Tony, if he happens to watch this at some point. So you guys, I encourage you, please go check out Tony's plays. Like I said, wonderful musician, um, good guy. So go check him out. And also, he did another song, and I was going to use it as an outro for my live streams, but I didn't have time to get it put together before I had to go live tonight. But you guys will be blown away. It just brought me to tears listening to it. So I'm going to do something with that and use it as my outro. But let me get caught up in chat before I babble on some more. I popped some of you guys' comments up during the intro, but Miss Marion Tate was here earlier. She popped in. I always like to give a special shout out. She said, hi, everyone. I just wanted to share and like and give my support. Thank you, Miss Marion. She may not be here now, but she may watch replay, probably, most likely. So thoughts, prayers, good vibes, as always, to Miss Marion. She and Miss Barbara, and along with all you guys, are always sharing. So thank you guys for that. Arctic Fox Shoe Prom is here. Chris Gideon is here. Miss Jinx is here. How are you, Jinx? How are you doing, love? Miranda Lee. I want to give another special shout out to Miranda Lee. Thoughts, prayers, good vibes. Please, everybody, send them out to Miranda. She's having a rough time right now, and if she wants to mention what's going on with her, I'll let her do it in chat. I know she was talking about it in a little bit in some of the chats we were in last night together. But just keep Miranda Lee in your thoughts and prayers, please, as always. And I'm going to try not to repeat names. Everybody's saying Happy Father's Day. Absolutely. And somebody was talking about birthdays. But I think I figured out that it's nobody's birthday today yet. And so birthday's in July. Jinx says she and Chris have the same birthday. That's cool. That's okay. Let's see. There's Dave. I wanted to mention Dave too. I don't know if he's still here. He was checking in. Says checking in before work. Hello all. Hello Dave, if you're still here or if you're going to watch replay. I was up till my time, 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning. Dave did an excellent late night, early morning. He talked a lot about the 404. Very interesting stuff. I went over some of the kind of like Coach Kev did in his Flora live stream, talking about showed some videos about how to show or notice signs of arson and what to look for, and how buildings are built that can either hinder or not hinder, but make a building more susceptible to fire in general. Dave did an excellent job. He also covered a little bit of the Rachel Morin case, about I'm sure you guys have heard about the developments in that case. An arrest was made in the Rachel Morin case. I did share Dave's live on my community page, so please, I encourage you, please check it out. A plus work as always from Dave. And I don't know if Miss Barbara will be in here tonight, but I was kidding her because I lost count yesterday and last night of how many live streams I watched. It's like everybody was going live. I think if I'm not confused, I think Chris, I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday or yesterday, Chris from the Mob Crew did his live about the Aiden Clune developments. I think Grizzly True Crime did a live that I watched. I can't remember. I watched them anyway. I watched some of hers. Of course, Mr. Steve did a live last night, and then we had Dave's last night. And I think Miss Barbara was stalking me because everywhere we were in the same live streams. So we kind of had fun last night with Mr. Steve's live stream. I told Miss Barbara I might have to report her to Mr. Steve for stalking me. So we were either stalking each other or we were playing tag. But anyway, always a pleasure to have Miss Barb here. There's my OG Michigan wifey. Good to see you, my love. And she says, Happy Daddy's Day to whoever fills those shoes. Absolutely. It takes, you don't have to be biological, blood related to be a dad. Anybody can be a dad who takes the time, who cares enough and takes the time to nurture a child, foster a child, be a role model. And that can be anybody. It can be anybody. Most absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I can put Arctic's. Yeah, I'm gonna just pop it up real quick. Okay, so I see what you're saying, Arctic, and I agree. Anybody can be a donor, let's say, um, but be just because you're a donor or a biological does not mean that you are a father. In my opinion, two totally separate. I see what you're saying. We're on the same wavelength. I get it. But yeah, and some people are not meant to be fathers or mothers, because some of the cases that I intended to talk about tonight, until I just wanted to, since it was Father's Day and it's been a rough week with true crime, and a lot of the stories in the news that I was going to share had to do with bad things with children. So that just goes to show that not everybody is meant to be parents or needs to be a parent. That's just my opinion. Oh, oh, thank you, Jinx. Thank you, thank you. Yep, I had to. Oh, I didn't have to, but I splurged on myself and bought me a couple of new shirts. Hit the Wally World. Bought me a couple of new shirts and some stuff to work in. So thank you. I don't know if you can see. Let me take down the. But it's kind of tie dye-ish, and I love. I'm a hippie at heart, so it's got some tie dye design. So I got one in purple and I got one in pink, and they had all different colors. But if I had enough money, I would have got one of these in every color. But thank you, ma'am. Absolutely. Arctic says it takes someone special to be a dad. Absolutely. Yep. That's what I was saying when I saw that comment. I know what you're talking about. Just because you're a donor does not necessarily mean you are a father. And it goes the same way too for some mothers. Just because you're in an incubator does not mean you're a mother. Get caught up in chat. Hello, Salty Sleuth. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Absolutely. Love to see and any mods here or anybody, everybody's got wrenches just about here. Definitely throw in, you can throw in salsa. I can't talk. Bye bye bye. Salty Sleuth link. Arctic can throw in his link. Dave, if he's here, can throw in his link. Any creators links you guys want to throw in, please feel free to do it, because, and I have to show you, because we all know what'll happen if I try to do it while I'm multitasking. Hopefully this will work. This is what will happen. So that is, I hope y'all like that. That's another little thing I put together earlier today too. It'll turn into a dumpster fire if I try to start throwing links in, because I have to go over to YouTube side to do it. And absolutely. Jinx says, thank y'all for supporting Flora Week. All the live links and videos have been sent to Galen. It is, I'm sure all the creators, I don't want to speak for them, but I'm sure they feel the same way. It was an honor for me, a pleasure to be asked to participate. I think Miranda and Jinx, I think Miranda emailed me, and I think I've seen Jinx post some stuff about if you want to, do a live stream. Feel free, go, So, but Yeah, I've watched all either live or on replay. I've watched everybody's live or videos that they did on the floor this week. All excellent work. Yeah, just thoughts and prayers to Miss Galen, to those four angels in heaven. Hopefully soon, one day, there will be justice. Absolutely. Hey, CJK. I saw CJK in a lot of the same live streams yesterday, too. Hey, all, nice to catch a live versus replay. Absolutely. So glad to have you here, my friend. I think a lot of us were playing tag last night and yesterday in live streams. I love it when all, communities and creators can go and support each other, watch each other's live streams, check in. Um, just makes me feel it's a wonderful community, absolutely wonderful community. Chris says the case that bugs him is Lisa Irwin's case. That is familiar. I know you messaged me a link to something. I've heard that. Hold on. I'm going to disappear for a second. All right, I'm back. Had to find a pen. Let me write that name down. I know, because I have my piece of my notes here for my video, because I got video clips I'm going to show tonight versus having to read a lot of stuff. But let me write this down. So I will definitely. What state is that from, Chris? I will definitely look into it. Absolutely. Get a drink real quick. Or I may have seen. I always try to check all the Facebook groups as often as I can and check out things that missing persons, cold cases, any kind of cases that people post to try to share them or at least put them on the list to be shared or covered at some point here. All right. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for showing Miss Miranda some love. She's got tough times right now. Absolutely. Jinx said yes. Dave did a fantastic live. She caught the replay with the morning coffee. Absolutely, yes. Yep. Oh, you're awesome too, Dave. He says you guys are all awesome. So are you, my friend. And he will be listening in the car, listening and driving, as he says. Be careful driving, Dave. You're absolutely more than welcome, my dear. Absolutely. And I'm going to try to put a tribute video together with some of the photographs because when I was on the flora4.org website, I noticed they have a section that's got a lot of pictures and photographs. I'm going to try to get them saved and put together a tribute video, and I'll try to do that hopefully sometime this week and put it up. But yes, you're most welcome, Jinx, and thank Jinx and Miss Kathy. I hope I'm going to say her last name right, Clendening, for everything that those two ladies have done, do, and continue to do for the Four Angels and Miss Galen behind the scenes. So definitely show those ladies some love. Oh, I'm waiting for my check in the mail, Dave. Dave says he didn't even have to pay me for saying all the nice stuff. Oh, you'll pay one way or another, Dave. You'll pay. Oh, it's fine, Miranda. It's fine. Jean says she loves my cash cow. I love my cash cow too. So cute. Once again, thanks to Sunshine Mind of Monsters for my cash cow and my background and lots of my logos and everything that she's made for me. She is a wonderful human being. Oh, I get another batch of comments. There's Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara's stalking me again. No. Hello, Miss Barb. Much love. I don't know if you heard earlier, I was talking about how we were either stalking each other or playing tag in all the live streams yesterday and last night. Always a pleasure to have Miss Barbara here. I said Miss Marion, I don't know if she's back, but she checked in earlier to leave some support and left some DNA on the like button. It's always a pleasure to have Miss Barbara here. For anybody who may be watching that doesn't know, Miss Barbara Hall is Timmy D's mother, and Miss Marion Tate is his aunt. If you've never heard of Timmy's case, I've covered it. Arctic Fox has covered it. Lots of wonderful creators have covered it. So please check out any and all creator videos about Timmy's case that you can. Also Durante Martin's case. So always much love and respect to Miss Barbara, Miss Marion, any other family members that pop in chat from time to time. You're always in our thoughts and prayers, and we got your backs, most definitely. Yes, I heard about that. Michigan Wifey says, say a prayer for the families in Rochester Hills who are having to spend today in the hospital after I don't know if I can say that out loud on there, but the incident that happened yesterday. Yeah, apparently there's a lot of those incidents happening yesterday because I was watching a little bit of the national news earlier, and they had the one in Michigan. They had something in Texas. There was one at a splash pad. I don't know if that's the one in Rochester Hills or if that was a different one. Just so many. It just broke my heart as always to hear it. So yes, definitely we're saying in prayer, thoughts, prayers, and good vibes to everybody affected by those horrible incidents. Thank you. Thank you, Arctic. Put Salty Sluice link in. Thank you so much, sir. And I think I passed it. I was going to highlight it. I think Arctic put in his link too, or somebody did. I've lost it now. Oh. You're not late. I haven't even got started yet. I'm still getting caught up in chat as usual, Miss Barbara. You're never late, my love. Jinx likes my dumpster fire. And I have another one. If it turns into something worse than a dumpster fire, I have another video, little clip that I made too. But I'll save it. I'll save it just in case. Hopefully, it won't come to that. But yes, and there is our friend Dave out on the Prowls link. Please do check out Dave and Arctic. I was getting notifications on my phone. Welcome, a new name, Lance Jones. Welcome. Got good to have you here, Lance. It's good to see new names and new faces in here. I always say faces, but avatars or pictures. Welcome, welcome. If you don't mind, you can tell us how you found us. If not, that's fine too. We're glad to have you here, no matter how you found us. Always good to have you. Absolutely. Justice for Galen's Angels. Kiana, Kiara, Cariel, and Keone. Absolutely. And I've got to, and actually Dave has done, because the live stream that he did last night on Flora, he's done, I think, 4 other videos a while back that I'm going to have to go back, or there were live streams that I'm gonna have to go and watch. Dave has been an advocate for and passionate about the Flora case for a long time, very long time. So definitely go check out Alan LaProwl and his. I think it's four. It's either 3 or 4 live streams that he's done, not counting the one that he did last night. Last night, I believe, was his 4th or 5th one that he's done on Flora. Absolutely, Chris. Yep, I've seen Salty Sleuth in other chats. I think in a lot of the Flora chats. So I'm definitely gonna have to get over. Excuse me, and check them out. Been so busy between trying to work and get a drink. My voice is going froggy on me already. We're only 30 minutes in. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Arctic said he's doing a little self promotion. That's fine, my friend. Definitely check out Arctic Fox also. He is amazing. Amazing. Oh, and seeing Arctic reminded me, and I was trying to, was going to just did a picture to do an overlay to put over the screen. Um, but the Shannon Collins missing persons case from Arkansas. I've shared Shannon. I've I've not done a full video on him yet. Um, Arctic Fox did a live stream actually on Shannon's case the other day. He's been in touch with the family, and I saw on the Share Shannon Facebook group was posted earlier today. It said that a national publication, they didn't say what publication, had reached out to them about maybe covering Shannon's case, and then there was a put up at the top an update that this national publication had contacted them. So we're gonna definitely keep an eye on that, and definitely Shannon's story will get out. Because if you guys haven't watched Arctic's live that he did on Shannon's case, please, I encourage you watch it. I think I shared it on my community wall. Um, but it opened my eyes because I did not know a third of the stuff that Arctic shared that the family had shared with him about the case. I had my suspicions just from the little bit that I had read that had been put out to just the general public. But after watching Arctic's live that he did, yeah, definitely needs some attention and some justice. Arctic says that he is shocked that he hasn't covered Lisa. I know he knows he's posted her to my community tab. Yeah, that name is so familiar. I may have probably maybe just shared her in like a missing person Monday, or just in these kind of live streams where I just get compile a bunch of different missing persons and share them. But I'm gonna have to look it up and do research it and do a video or something on it, most definitely. So thank you, Chris, for bringing that to my attention. I have to agree with you. Miss Guadalupe says she's upset that people who aren't supposed to have firearms are still getting them somehow. Yeah, that's a problem. And I'm all for carrying firearms legally, doing it the right way, but yep, there's just got to be a meeting in the middle somehow of keeping the firearms in the right hands, let's just say, and not the hands of the bad guys. Oh, thank you. Jing said I nailed Kathy's last name. Thank you, thank you. I had to stop and think about it for a second, but absolutely, Miss Barbara. Yes, we love Mind the Monsters, Sunshine. And somebody can throw her Sunshine's link in there if somebody hasn't already. I'm getting caught up in comments. I'm just about 10 minutes behind in comments, and then we'll get Yeah. Miss Barbara says we were taking turns stalking each other yesterday. Yes, we were. Uh, oh, Nat, I see now. Miss Barbara said Miss Marion is worn out watching them grandbabies. Oh, bless her heart. God bless her. Yes. Have as much fun and time as she can with them grandbabies. Jean says, yay, mind of monsters. Absolutely. Okay, so Michigan Wifey said the splash pad one was the Michigan one. She said, yes, that's the Michigan one. It was random. We haven't heard of a motive yet. And sadly, in most of these incidents, there's no motive. It's just, I don't know what, it's just, it said random, spur of the moment, just somebody, who knows? I mean, who knows why they do it, you know? That's the sad part about it is usually it's just, they have no reason just because they want to do it. It's fun to them. They have a grudge against somebody and people get caught in the crossfire. It's just unnecessary and horrifying and horrible. Chris said, okay, I will check it. Thank you, Chris. Chris said he sent me a link to Lisa's case in my messenger. Absolutely. Thank you, Chris. I will check it when I get done here. The comments are going crazy on me here. Because that splash pad was today. Thoughts and prayers for the victims. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Arctic does do a wonderful, excellent job. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. There is Mind of Monsters. Definitely check out Mind of Monsters, Sunshine. Oh, okay. I thought his name looked familiar. Chris said Lance has been here before. Oh, yes. The one in Canada who has been a victim like Barbara and the others. Absolutely. Absolutely. I knew his name was familiar, but I didn't know if it was from being here at one of my live streams or more, or like sometimes I see people in other chats and get confused about where I've seen them. But absolutely. Hey, Miss Paula Fitzhenry is here. You're fine, dear. Like I said, we're 36 minutes in. I'm still just chatting with you guys and getting caught up in comments. Gonna share some missing persons and just kind of keep it a little chill tonight. Thank you, Arctic. Yes, most definitely. You guys check out Mr. Steve and Mrs. Steve at True Crime Web. Mr. Steve is an amazing person, and Mrs. Steve is an amazing woman. Probably mostly from putting up with Mr. Steve. Oh, yep. Michigan Waffle says sometimes I leave a manifesto. Yeah, yeah, that is true. But a lot of those manifestos I've read or read parts of, most of the time it's nonsense stuff. Just, I don't know. It's just horrifying. Right, I think I'm caught up in comments. So let me get my slideshow going here. Oh, and hold on, before we do that, take that down. You know which tab I'm going to. Find what I'm looking for. All right, this was also posted. This is Jeremy Lawrence. I have did I believe a live stream. He was one of my cases of the week. And this was posted in the Find Jeremy Facebook group today. So I just wanted to give a special shout out because when I did Jeremy's live stream for his case, I believe either his mom or dad or both were in chat. And of course, all the cases that I cover, of course, stay with me and I remember them. But When I have interaction and feedback from family members, such as absolutely Miss Barbara, Miss Barb, Miss Marion, Miss Kimberly Lotz, and Miss Erica Lotz, Durante's family members. And in Jeremy's case, his mom had reached out to me on Facebook. Just, it just humbles me whenever I cover a case and a family member or a friend um, reaches out to me, just so appreciative, thanking me or whoever, not just me, but any creator who covers, shares their family member's story and their case to get more awareness. And also Jeremy's girlfriend, it I believe she was the one that he was going to see in the hospital that just had the baby when he disappeared. She has reached out to me on Facebook, thanking me too. We're actually friends on Facebook. So I just want to give a special shout out to Jeremy's family, let them know that they are still in our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully we give me some. So please check out. I think it's called Find Jeremy Facebook group. Please share his name and face anywhere and everywhere you can. And I also wanted to mention, for those of you interested in the Morgan Nick case from here in Arkansas, I've watched it on Spotify, but I'm sure you can get it on anywhere you get your podcast. But it's called Missing in a Moment: The Disappearance of Morgan Nick. It's about a 30-minute podcast. I think it came out not too long ago. I don't remember the exact date, but definitely worth a listen if you're interested in the Morgan Nick case. That's obviously a case that is near and dear to my heart, being as it's an Arkansas case, and I'm from Arkansas. So I just want to let you guys know about that. All right, we will get back to the slideshow. And not this, okay. So this is, I know the pictures, I took the pictures with my phone, but when I was went to with the, to go away. Me and my mom last week went to the big city. I went to Little Rock, or actually North Little Rock, and to the one of the Wally Worlds there. And she had to go to the restroom before we started shopping, and I was waiting for her to get out there. And I noticed that at least that Walmart that we were at there in North Little Rock does still have the missing persons boards up. And these two were at the very top. They actually had Sebastian Rogers' flyer and Elijah Vu's flyer. Like I said, the angle is a little wonky. I hope you can tell. Sebastian's on the right, Elijah's on the left, Elijah's on the right. But they had those two at the very, very top, and it was, probably 10 or 11 feet. I'm short, so I had to kind of take them at an angle. And I tried to get a picture of the whole board that people were walking in front of me, but I actually looked at most of the flyers they had there, and I recognized a lot of faces and names that either I've shared, other creators have shared, or many creators have shared. So it was just good to see that at least that Walmart, and I have to look at the local Walmart here that I go to, the next town over. I know they used to have the missing persons board. I don't know if they still do. I hope they do. But anyway, I thought that was wonderful that they had a Sebastian and Elijah's flyers up there. Get caught up in comments. Lots of comments popped up while I was just doing that. Okay. I'll stop my cam for a minute while I go through these comments. See some, where'd they go? Where'd they go? I know somebody popped in. Okay, Chris said Lisa's case is from 2011. Absolutely. I will most definitely look into it. Try not to almost drop my Coke. Almost have my own dumpster fire. Okay, Michigan wifey. I'm assuming he's talking about the splash pad or one of the incidents. Said supposedly they've been to his house before on a mental health issue. I'm not sure when the new laws went into effect or when he got the weapon. Hey, come up. Hey, Miss PJ, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Lighting their way home. Another magnificent channel. Somebody's probably already done it. Most definitely stick Miss PJ's link in there. Good to have you here, ma'am. Yep, there we go. Yep, Arctic's on top of it. Thank you, sir. There is the link to Miss PJ's channel. Definitely check it out. Yep, absolutely. Arctic, I know where Arctic lives, yeah, or what part of the state he lives in. He says Morgan disappeared 15 minutes away from his house. Yep. That I'm telling you, I think the two cases, if I had to, God, if I had to narrow it down to two, the two cases that I want to know the truth about is the West Memphis three, one way or the other. If it is the Eccles, Miss Kelly, and Baldwin, or if it's somebody else, and of course we did have a named suspect slash person of interest in Morgan's case. After 10, I think it was 10 years after, or more than that, 20 years after he passed away in prison for another offense against a child. Put it that way. But I still have questions about Morgan's case. I think those are the top two that I just absolutely, as far as Arkansas cases go, just absolutely drive me batty, and I so want to know the truth. What happened? What happened? Who did it? Where is Morgan? Just, that those are the cases that keep me awake at night thinking about. Yes, absolutely. Arctic says, I'm so glad they were posted there. Yes. It was at trying to think. Which I don't know how much Arctic about. I know you're in Arkansas, but I don't know how much time you spent in Central Arkansas. But it was in the North Little Rock Walmart on McCain Avenue. But yeah, I was just looking, and I was looking and noticing, like I said, the other ones that the faces and names that I knew that. And then I looked all the way at the top, and I couldn't read it, but I recognized the pictures of Sebastian and Elijah, and I'm like, oh, let me get a picture. Oh man, Miss Barb says the biggest Walmart in Missouri is not far from my house, and they do not have a missing persons board. See, and I'm trying to think. I don't think what I call my local Walmart, so next town over. I'll have to, because I didn't work today, but I'll go back to work tomorrow, and I'll be in and out, I'm sure, and I will look and see if they have the board. They used to, but like I said, I don't think it's there. But if it is there, I will take a picture of it. PJ says she was spamming the chat. That's fine. You can spam away, honey. Arctic says that theirs doesn't either. And when I've tried to post flyers at my Walmart, they only post them in the employee break room. Well, that's well and good, but at least some people see them. But yes, ideally, you would want out where the public, as many people as possible, But once again, I actually worked as an associate for a Walmart for 15 years, so I know how they are. I'll just put it that's about the nicest way I can put it. Uh, Sorry, the comments jumped. Yep, there's some more purple hearts for the Flora Angels. Absolutely, Miss Barbara says something needs to change. Absolutely. Oh, Miss PJ said she got lost in Morgan's case. Absolutely, you can get lost. You can go down. I almost said rabbit holes, but not rabbit holes in a bad way, but rabbit holes in a just looking at anything and everything. Oh wow. Oh, wrong one, but that's okay. I was going to highlight that one too. Chris said he gets lost in cases too. Absolutely, Chris. I do too. I think we all do to some extent. But Arctic said that I've had the opportunity to work with Colleen Nick. I did not know that. That is amazing. Some through the Morgan Nick Foundation. You can still see the pain in her eyes when she talks about Morgan. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Mm, wow. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who has a list. Evidently, Miss PJ has a list too of cases. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have my little notebook. Yeah, and that is the sad thing. Arctic says, sadly, there's so many, I don't think it's possible to catch up. Yeah. I've said a couple of times lately that I could be on here 24/7 doing nothing but sharing missing persons and still not get to all of them. That's just the sad truth. All right. Start my cam again. All right, we will see what is next. This is, get a drink again. And some of these I can read off my computer, and then some I'll have to actually remember to email myself my slideshow so I can make it bigger on my computer screen so I can actually read it. But this is Davion Ulysses Williams. He is just 17 years old, missing from Jacksonville, Arkansas since May 26th of this year. He is a black male, 5'7", 150 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and he was last seen in Jacksonville. So if you're in the Arkansas, Jacksonville area, if you have any information about Davion, his possible whereabouts, please call the Jacksonville Police Department at 501-982-3191. And I will have to go to my slideshow for this because I can't read that little writing. All right, let me get the right slide. This is Layla Centinello. Make it bigger on my computer screen. Oh, that's too big. She is missing from Kingsport, Tennessee. She is 4'10". Oh, she's shorter than I am. Little thing. 4'10", between 115 and 135 pounds. Brown eyes. It says brown hair that had been dyed blonde. Layla Marie Santinello, who is now 21 years old, was last seen on June 27th of 2023. Her last confirmed sighting was in the grassy field region behind the AmeriCorps Hotel, located at 1900 American Way in Kingsport, Tennessee. Sources say that she was seen speaking with a group of men. Apparently, she asked for a cigarette and then she walked away shortly thereafter. After that, there have been no confirmed sightings of her. Since then, she is the mother of a daughter named Nova Grace. That is a beautiful name, Nova Grace. And her loved ones are desperately seeking information regarding her whereabouts. And there is I believe, $7,000 reward. So if you have any information regarding Layla, Please call the Kingsport Police Department at 423-343-9780 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Yes, there is a $7,000 reward for information that leads police or her mother to Layla's whereabouts. If you know something, say something. Absolutely. This could be you or your family one day. Absolutely. All right. Got to remember not to, or to remember to advance my slides. Next, we have, on the left, we have Nellie D. Kelly, and I believe Miss Barbara or Miss Marion, or maybe both, posted Nellie this flyer in multiple of the Facebook groups that I'm in. But Nellie D. Kelly is missing from Festus, Missouri since May 21st of this year. She was born in 07, so she would be, trying to do math in my head, which is scary, 17, 18 years old. 17, almost, no, 17 or 18. Blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'5", 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a blue tie-dye hoodie and black shorts, and she may be with an adult male. So if you have any information regarding Nellie, please call Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at a 636-797-5000. And on the right, make it bigger. Ooh, too big once again. We have Emily Ann Strite. And all these missing, I believe, that I'm sharing tonight did come from one or more of, once again, the Facebook groups that I'm in. Emily is missing. This is also from Missouri, from Hillsboro, Missouri. Since April 2nd of this year. She is now 34 years old, 5'5", 127 pounds, blonde hair and blue eyes. It says she was last seen on the morning of April 12th in the DeSoto area. She was on foot and is believed to have been leaving the area of her own free will. She was last known to be wearing a dark blue hoodie and jeans. So if you have any information regarding Emily's disappearance, or you know of her whereabouts, if she did go somewhere of her own free will and just hasn't contacted her family for some reason, it says please call Detective Weinrich with the Jefferson County, Missouri Sheriff's Office at 636-797-5093. You can email mweinrich@jeffcomo.org or call the Missouri State Highway Patrol at 573-526-6178 or 866-362-6422. All right. Get caught up in comments again for a minute before I get too behind. Yes, she is tiny. Go back to, I think that was that Layla? Yeah, 4'10". Yeah, because I'm 5'3", and there's not many I find that are shorter than I am. Yeah, that's definitely tiny. 4'10" is very short. Absolutely. Come on, don't poop out on me now. My computer may be fixing to poop out on me. Whenever it doesn't do what I want it to do, let me find that comment. Oh, there it goes. It's just being slow. Absolutely, Arctic. Arctic says there is a lot to Layla's case. I need to do a voice call with you on Discord on it. Absolutely. Next time I get a chance, sir, and you get a chance, most definitely. Yes, I thought so. Miss Barb said she did post that flyer of Nellie. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Barb. Miss Barb is definitely paying it forward. She is always, her and Miss Marion posting, posting missing persons flyers in Facebook groups, and always sharing, you know, all of us here on YouTube that cover cases, share cases, always sharing. Thank you to everybody who shares. Absolutely. Oh, Arctic says, he has covered Nelly. You can't forget a town named Festus. Yeah, I had to, not making light of it, but when I first saw that flyer in the Facebook group, I saw Festus, I had to giggle a little bit because it reminded me of uh, Gunsmoke. Good old Festus. And I never knew there was a town named Festus. But then again, there's some little small towns, especially down south Arkansas, that have, or anywhere besides Central Arkansas that I'm familiar with. Very, very interesting names. Let's just put it that way. Barbara says she is right down the road from Festus. Yep, Archie said he'd never heard of it till he saw the flyer. I hadn't either. I'm definitely gonna have to look into Layla's case because Chris also commented that Layla's and the other one in that area, the case really irritates him. I'm gonna have to ah he's got some information. Layla's mother was going after custody of Nova Grace and waited till after the custody hearing to report Layla missing. Everybody get your red flags out. Miss Barb, you might have to do it for Miss Marion. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Definitely gonna have to look into that. Most definitely. All right, I think I'm caught up again. So let me go back to my computer here. Yeah, make sure I advance the slide. Get a little bit smaller now. Too small. On the left we have Elizabeth Sildy Howdy Tabor. She's been missing since December 8th, 2023. Oh, nope. Oh, I'm pushing buttons. Almost had a dumpster fire. From Anderson, California. She was last seen wearing an, I think, LA or Los Angeles baseball cap, a flannel shirt, and a black hoodie and jeans. She was last seen on 17490 Alindo Road in Anderson, California. 23 years old, 110 pounds, 5'5". Black hair, brown eyes, tattoos. She has a sailing ship, a rose on her right arm and a hand, a Cupid angel on upper left arm. She is a member of the Pit River tribal member. There is a $10,000 reward. So if you have any information, please call the NorCal Alliance Missing Anonymous tip line at 530-378-4491. The Shasta County Sheriff's Office at 530-245-6540. Or her mother, Donna, at 530-638-4992. Right, and on the right, and I believe Arctic, most likely, because I think Arctic either did a video or shared this flyer on the right. I found it once again in one of the Facebook groups. This is Tyson Lawrence Dame. He is just 16 years old, white male, brown hair. Just my computer so I can read it better. Brown hair, brown eyes, 5'8", 110 pounds. He had been missing since May 24th of this year, from Bentonville. Is this from Arkansas? Yes. Oh, duh. It's from disregard that last question. The Arkansas Justice Project. I knew that flyer, or that the way that flyer was done was familiar. From the Arkansas Justice Project. So from Bentonville, Arkansas. So if you have any information on Tyson, please call the Bentonville Police Department at 479-271-3170. Yep, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Miss Barb's got the red flags. Chris has got the red flags. Arcus said he showed the flyer to his community tab, and that he needs to do a short. Needs to do a short on Tyson. Miss PJ says she does that all the time. What, mashing buttons and whatever? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has technical difficulties all the time, either brain function or computer wise. Oh, it's always something. Always something. All right. Let me advance my slide while I'm on the screen. All right, here's a couple more. Large it so I can read it. On the left, we have, we'll try not to butcher this name, Soraya Ong Harmon. She is just 2 years old. Says she is likely, and I was going to look for an update on this one because I did this slideshow 2 or 3 days ago. Says she is likely with a couple who fled to Mexico. But at the time that I did this this slideshow, it says the Pullman Police Department and FBI Seattle are investigating the disappearance of Soraya Ong Harmon, a 2-year-old female last seen on May 29th, 2024, with her father, Aaron Daniel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Ang or Ong, a 21 of Moscow, Idaho. Ong may be traveling with Nadia Cole, a 21. I'm assuming that is the picture on the right. I lost my place. Sorry, once again. Maybe traveling with Nadia Cole, 21, formerly a Pullman, Washington resident. Cole was reported missing to the Port of Seattle Police Department on May 29th after she was observed leaving the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Initially, Ong was thought to have traveled to Montana because he was seen buying camping gear and a Montana map in Moscow. However, the investigation later revealed that Ong and Cole likely traveled to Mexico in a black 2014 Cadillac XTS with Idaho license plate 1L5147U. On June 5th of 2024, the Pullman Police Department obtained a warrant, for Ong's arrest for custodial interference, first degree, for unlawfully retaining custody of Soraya after she was scheduled to be returned to her mother in Pullman on June 3rd. Ong is 5'9", 135 pounds of black hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information should contact the Pullman Police Department at policetips@pullman.wa.gov or the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, which is 225-5324, or tips.fbi.gov. So I don't know. Like I said, I was going to look for an update in this one because that caught my eye about all the arrest warrants and possibly fleeing to Mexico, and I forgot to look. And on the left, and I actually do have a video clip that I'm going to play regarding Maria here on the left, or on the right, excuse me. But I'll give you her basic information now. This is Maria Gomez-Perez. She is Hispanic, 12 years old, female, black hair, brown eyes, 5'3", 12 years old, and as tall as I am. 100 to 110 pounds. she is missing Gainesville, Georgia, I believe. It says Gainesville, Georgia. The Hall County Sheriff's Office is attempting to locate 12-year-old Miya Gomez-Perez. Miya was last seen at her West Side Drive residence at approximately 10 a.m. on Wednesday, May 29th of 2024. It is believed that Miya was wearing a bright blue shirt as seen in the photo. No other description is available at this time. $20,000 reward has been offered for the safe return of missing 12-year-old Miya. So if you have any information, please call the Hall County Sheriff's Office at 770-503-3232. All right. We have a couple more. And if anybody has heard any updates on any of this missing that I'm sharing, please pop it in chat. Because like I said, I did this slideshow 2, 3, 4 days ago. And I try to go back and look for updates before I share them live or in a video. And I just haven't had time to check for updates. So I will share them regardless. And hopefully there is some good news on some of them. Or news. Hopefully, if there's news, it's good. On the left, we have Garland Warren. He is missing from Rents, Georgia. He is 82 years old. White male, gray hair, brown eyes, 5'6", 170 pounds. The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office is attempting to locate Garland Warren. Garland left his home in Rents, Georgia on Monday, June 10th, driving in a 2003 black step-side Toyota Tundra with Georgia license plates BTQ2000. The last confirmed sighting of Garland was at Frozen Joe's on East Agency Avenue in Roberta. I'm assuming that's in Georgia. Also, he went inside to ask for directions to a gas station. He was last seen wearing a camouflage shirt and blue jeans. He does suffer from dementia and may be confused. Telling you, all missing persons get to me, but when it comes to kids and the elderly, especially when you read that they have dementia or some kind of, dementia, Alzheimer's, medical conditions, and being elderly, 82 years old, it just breaks my heart even more. If you have any information, contact the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office at 478-272-1522. And on the right, we have Tessa Mae Tamores. She is missing from Mississippi. She is 36 years old, white female, brown hair, blue eyes, 5'6" to 5'7", 150 to 165 pounds. Tessie last spoke with family. This is from Moss Point, Mississippi, on December 27th, 2019. So almost 5 years now. Tessie lived in, oh goodness, I'm gonna butcher this, Escatawpa at the time of her disappearance, where she gave birth to her youngest child 2 months prior. It is out of character for Tessie to not be in contact with her family. She has a brown mole on the right side of her neck. She also has a tattoo of the name John Juan in black script on the inside of her wrist, and her ears are pierced. So if you have any information regarding Tessie, please contact the Jackson County Sheriff's Office at 228-769-3024. Let me check comments again before I get to. I think somebody's popped in on me. I'm sorry, I had to put this up here. Whatever I was talking about, I did, or somebody did. Artists, don't feel bad. I spent an hour looking for my vape yesterday. It was in my back pocket. You see these things on my face here, my glasses? You know where they're at most of the time when I'm looking for them? Right on top of my head. Oh, they're right on top of my head whenever I'm looking for them. So I got you. We're getting old. We're getting old, T. Or we are old. I'm old. I don't know how old you are, but I'm old. Absolutely. Paula says, I hope the police are able to do their jobs on these cases. Absolutely. We always hope that. Chris said he was familiar with that information on Layla. Excellent. Sorry, if you hear something, my cats are running amok, so just ignore it. Arctic, if you're talking about Marie, was it Maria? No, not Maria. Let me go back. Soraya. Arctic says that poor baby is in Mexico now, and it's because Ellie dropped the ball by not putting an they didn't put an Amber Alert out with all that information about and the arrest warrant. They never put in the Amber. What? I'm trying to be calm now. What is, and I know that to do an Amber Alert, and Amber Alerts are wonderful things, but in my opinion, they need to loosen up the criteria just a little bit to put, because you have to meet certain criteria, and I understand, but anyway, hope you guys understand what I was trying to say. There has to be a meeting in the middle with these Amber Alerts and when to put them out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kathy 4 says, hi, everyone. This live just showed up in my algorithm. Well, we are very happy it showed up in your algorithm, and we are very happy to have you here, Kathy 4. Welcome, welcome. So I know YouTube is at least starting to put out, I guess, my lives and some of my videos in the algorithm. That's good news. For the fact that it helps this important information like we're talking about tonight reach as many people as possible. That is the most important thing. So welcome, welcome, Kathy 4. Good to have you here. Everybody's saying hi, or Miss Kathy's saying hi to everybody, and everybody's saying hi to Miss Kathy. Thank you for always giving a warm welcome to new people. Yep, more red flags on the Elizabeth and Tyson. Oh, Dave's on the prowl. The owl is on the prowl. He's listening in the car. We're good to have you. Good to know you're not in the ditch somewhere, Dave. I always worry about you out there driving and listening. But I guess it's better to drive and listen than to drive and watch. But our owl on the prowl, our Dave is safe. Chris says Soraya's case sounds like Oakley Carson. Yes. Kathy 4 says I'll have to go back later. It seems like there's news about baby Miya. Yes. I do have an article I was going to read about baby Miya. If you guys want to, that was one of the stories I was going to share tonight. But just let me know in chat. I do have an article that I was going to share. Not for the faint of, I mean, it's not graphic, obviously, but it is very disturbing. But if anybody has not heard the update, I do have an article I can read, so just let me know. I'm going to let you guys make, because I had this information about baby Miya, and also the horrible case in Louisiana with the mother and two little girls, a 6-year-old little girl, a 4-year-old little girl. They found the mom, and I believe the youngest daughter, 4 years old, deceased. And they think it had to do, and they did have arrested somebody. And I think it possibly has something to do with, I don't know if can I say, I'm going to say it if I get struck. I think it has to do with human trafficking. I was going to share that story too, but I'll let you guys decide what you want to hear about. Like I said, I know it's Father's Day, and I don't want to doom and gloom. But just let me know in chat, and I do have an article about that too. I will let you guys decide. I'm here for you guys. I'll let you guys decide what you want to hear about. Oh, but there it is. It jumped on me. I'll see the highlight. Yes, Arctic says that is why, going back to the dementia Alzheimer's, says that is why you take Grandpa's keys when he starts not remembering. Arctic says, I had to take my dad's keys. That was hard, but not nearly as hard as having him go missing would have been. Absolutely. Yes. And when my grandma, my maternal grandmother, my mom's mom, got to that point, where we had to take the keys away from her, it was very hard, but it's obviously for her safety and for our peace of mind. And of course, after we taught her that she couldn't drive anymore, of course, we would take her anywhere and everywhere she wanted to go, to church, church, get her hair. She had to go get her hair done every week. Little southern town, grandma's got to go get her hair done, and, run errands, groceries, doctor's appointments. Of course, we took her. But yeah, it's hard. So I understand, Arctic. I do. Dave is typing. Dave, I hope you're parked somewhere while you're typing, because Dave is commenting here, saying hello to people. Absolutely. Davis said, just send out the alert. Absolutely. Talking about Amber Alerts. Like I said, I know there's criteria, but I think, in my opinion, if it was up to me, which it's not, in my opinion, anytime a child went missing, automatic Amber Alert. I mean, what does it take? A little, I mean, I don't know how long it takes to put an Amber Alert together, send it out to people's phones and whatever. I mean, it can't take that long to put it together. I mean, like I said, I don't know, but I agree with you, Dave. Most definitely. Yeah. See, me and Miss Barb, I told you. Miss Barb says, I can't tell you how many times I've looked for my glasses and then be on top of my head, especially when stressing. Yes, absolutely. And that's usually when I can't find them, is if I have them up there and I'm looking for something, or trying to get rid, and yeah, or just stressing about life and, something happening. Absolutely. I'm with you there, Miss. You're not new. What's Dave talking about? Is this the real Dave? Dave says he's new people. You're not new. Dave's OG too. Dave is messing with us. Okay, so Arctic has voted to go over Maya's case. He says, go ahead and cover Maya. It is important to give the updated status as it is. Absolutely. I will read that article. Chris Garland's case has red flags. Yes, Miss Kathy said dementia is a beast. Absolutely. Yeah, not only did we go through it, because I don't think my grandma, she might have had the beginnings of it, had the Alzheimer's, but she did have dementia. And then I did a 10 years of home health caregiving. So I worked with a lot of dementia, Alzheimer's patients, and yes, it's very hard. It is very. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing. Miss Barbara was commenting. Miss Barbara is messing with Dave. Um, but yes, dementia is very, very hard. Very hard. So first, Miss Barbara was stalking me last night, and now she's messing with Dave. I'm telling you, Miss Barb, if Mr. Steve wasn't busy, I would give him a call right now and report you for harassment and stalking. Ma'am, we don't allow that here. Oh, I love you, Miss Barbara. You know, I'm just playing with you. Absolutely. Arctic says the only criteria should be a child under 18 is missing. Thank you. Thank you. End of story. Send the alert. Oh, he has a petition. And it says, go sign my petition for Amber Alert reform. Absolutely. Yes, everybody go. I hope I can get live reply. Live chat replay. That's what I'm trying to say. To work in the replay so I can snag that alert or that link, or Arctic, you can send it to me in Discord or Messenger or whatever. Email, send it to me somehow. I will definitely sign it. Yes, absolutely. And there's a link. Okay, there's a link. What was this? I'm confused. Okay, something lighting the way. Okay. Yes, whatever the link to the petition is. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Absolutely. Says I signed it and shared. Thank you. Miss Barbara's laughing. It's always good to see Miss Barbara. Oh, yes, I know it's the real Dave. Crocodile Heave. It is definitely the real Dave. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Kathy said, thanks for what you do, Arctic. I signed a few weeks ago. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Let me get through. I think we just got a couple more of these like double missing persons, and then I will do the Baby Maya update article. Okay, so we did, yes, we did this one. Oh, we did that one. Okay, this is where we're at. All right. Let me get to the right place on my computer. On the left, oh my goodness, I'm gonna turn it into a dumpster fire. Oh goodness gracious. It's either touch thingies, or my technical term, these touchpad thingies are driving me crazy. Okay, so this on the left is Zachary Vidal. He is missing from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, last seen October 22nd, 2022. He would now be 28 years old, 6 foot, 155 pounds. Zachary was last seen in and around the area of the 7-Eleven, a convenience store located in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, at approximately 1600 hours, which would be 4 p.m. On the date on October 22nd, 2022. He reportedly later attended a gathering on the same day at a home in the city of Pottsville. According to the occupants of the residence, Vidal, this is they might have been in a hurry when they were doing this, but it's very poorly written. He, according to occupants of the residence, he has not been seen apparently since he went to that gathering, according to the family, I think is what it says, or it's trying to say. Sorry, once again, my cats are fighting or playing. Vidal was also reportedly observed walking the railroad tracks, which lead out of the city of Pottsville. However, the PPB have not been able to corroborate that sighting. So the last confirmed sighting was, hold on. So it was the following day that he was seen in the early morning hours after the party or the gathering. It's very confusing. Is it just me? It's very confusing. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you're watching on the phone, you probably can't read it either. But anyway, regardless, if you have any information on Zachary, please call the Pottsville Police Department at 570-622-1234. This one on the right, I found probably on the Arkansas Justice Project Facebook page. This is John David Lucas. He has been missing since November 13th, 1996, and I'm going to have to look into David's case to see if there's any, how much information there is, and do a video on him. He was last seen in Little Rock, Arkansas, like I said, November 13th, 1996. If you have any information, contact 501-371-4605. All right. So I'm trying to multitask here. All right, next. We have on the left, this is Matthew Vitramille. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He was last seen on March 1st, 2021 at the Monumental Movie Land Hotel on L Drive, One Drive. I can't even read it enlarged, in Orlando. He does have a tattoo on his right shoulder of two flags, American and Italian. And on his right inner arm, there's a tattoo of cards with dice. It says it is time to bring Maddie home. Absolutely. If you know something, say something. Who does that sound like? Our favorite Sunshine. So if you have any information, call 407-254-7000. And speaking of Sunshine, on the right, I'm going to have to look into this one too, but Sunshine has been doing an excellent job of working with family and trying to get law enforcement on Charles Chuck Crow. He has been missing from Daytona Beach since sometime in August of 2022. Charles is 67 years old, white male, approximately 6 foot tall, unknown weight, strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes, unknown clothing. His last known location, I believe he was unhomed, unhoused, was Daytona Beach. He is endangered, missing. He does suffer from schizophrenia. He was last seen in Daytona Beach, Florida. He was unhoused and frequented the beach. He loved the water. He was a surfer. And he has a lightning bolt tattoo on his upper left arm. If you have any tips or information regarding Charles, you can call the family at 386-585-5763 or the Daytona Beach PD at 386-671-5202. So like I said, Sunshine, Mind the Monsters, she made this poster, and she was talking about him in one of her live streams she did a couple weeks ago. She is working, she's contacted the local or the Daytona Beach police authorities and people, trying to get them on this case. You know how determined Mom can be, how determined Sunshine can be, thank goodness. So please share this anywhere, this and everybody else, anywhere and everywhere you can. All right, let's see what we got. All right, before we go further with any more missing, I will, before I forget, or not forget, but let me find the article on baby Miya. Oh, no, that's not what I want. What am I doing? Shut that down. Okay, go back on this tab. It's going to make me bring out my dumpster fire GIF again. Okay, so I want that tab. Right, and hopefully it will let me screen share. First, let me see if, oh, okay, it came up. Let me get caught up with y'all's comments again, then we'll talk about baby Miya. Thank you. Arctic says he sent the link to me on Discord. Thank you. Oh, you know, we're here for you, Miss Barb. Miss Barb says, I love you all. Some nights you all save me from my thoughts, give me hope to try and help share the missing. Absolutely, ma'am. You know, Miss Barb, you can always reach out to me however you need to. Email, Facebook Messenger. Email me. I will give you my phone number, ma'am. Anyway, you know, I don't know if you do Discord or not. I'm always here, Miss Barb, just like everybody is. Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Arctic says we love you, Barbara, too, Barbara. Absolutely. Yep. See, I'm glad it's not just me trying to read. Arctic said that one flyer says Arctic says, I swear I want to send Hooked on Phonics to whoever makes some of those flyers. They need to hire Mind the Monsters. Yes. Sunshine makes that poster you see there of Mr. Charles, Mr. Crow. She made that one. Perfect. Oh, a monkey could do better than some of these flyers I've seen. Oh, and I appreciate the effort. Absolutely, but oh goodness. Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss Barb. Miss Barb says she can always count on a laugh from Arctic and me, apparently. I might make y'all laugh unintentionally from my goof up sometimes, but hey, that's okay. As long as any way I can make you laugh, anybody laugh, and do the best to brighten up somebody's day just a little bit, I'm happy to do it. Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. Okay. So as I drive, means international drive. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you. Thank you. So I love it, being able to reach out with you guys. You can help me understand stuff. Miss Barb says she couldn't read that one either. Dave is still hanging around. Absolutely. We love you too, Miss Barb. Absolutely. All right. Let me see. Okay, the article came up. I'll see if it'll let me screen share. So let me take that down. And I'm going to, oh, wrong one. I'm going to put up, this, if it'll come up. Might have to do it from, oh goodness. I'm hoping my StreamYard isn't fixing to poop out on me. 1 second. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Let me see if it'll screen share. I don't know if it's going to right now. I have to look at my phone to see if it screen shares. See, as soon as I tried to share it, here, let me just read it. While I try to get StreamYard up. But this is from the New York Post regarding baby Maya Rudd. It is from June the 14th. It says decomposed remains of infant found in Kentucky are likely missing 8-month-old girl, according to police. Kentucky State Police detectives found the body of a baby Friday that they believe is an 8-month-old girl who's been missing for weeks. State police found what they call, quote, an infant's body consistent with Maya Rudd in an Ohio County residence in western Kentucky. It says the body was hidden in a concealed manner, according to state police. The body will be taken to the Kentucky Medical Examiner's office in Louisville for an autopsy. Let's see if StreamYard has come up yet. Nope. Oh, maybe it's coming up. Let me see if I can screen share it. 1 second. See if everything will come up. Let me see if it'll do it. Let me try again. No, it says it's sharing. Apparently it's not, or it's taking its sweet time. Anyway, if it comes up, it comes up. All right. Get to the article. Okay, so police began searching for baby Miya more than a week ago. Relatives said they hadn't seen Miya since late April. Investigators found her parents, Tesla Tucker, 29, and 30-year-old Cage Rudd, at a hotel without baby Miya. Tucker and Rudd, along with Miya's paternal grandparents, were arrested and charged earlier this month with harming a child and abandonment and several substance offenses. And it's got all the pictures of the scumbags. A call to Tucker and Rudd's attorney was not returned Friday evening. The child's maternal grandparents were also arrested on Wednesday on outstanding warrants. Another man is charged with several substance offenses. On Thursday, he was formerly living at the Rudd home, according to state police. So we just have a cacophony of bad, can't say the words I want to say, bad people here. Police had used cadaver dogs to search a church, a cemetery, and a wooded area behind the family's home, and later brought in sonar equipment and a forensic examiner team. State police officials expressed frustration during the search with the lack of cooperation from the family. Imagine that. Trooper Corey King, a state police spokesperson, said investigators were shocked by the lack of assistance and information from Miya's family, quote, the ones who should love and care the most. Absolutely. Right, so that was that. If there's any other updates that I haven't seen, but I think I did check today again. I don't think there's anything new really, other than they found, unfortunately, what they think is little baby Miya deceased. 6 or 8 people have been arrested. The two, I don't want to say parents, 2 people who were supposed to love and take care of her were arrested. I think 2 sets of grandparents were arrested, and another person who was living at the house. So definitely going to keep our eyes on this one to see what develops, if anything. I don't see how it could get, I don't want to say it though. I was going to say I don't see how it could get any worse than it already is, but we all know that follow true crime, it can get worse, unfortunately. All right, so that was baby Miya. Of course, you're having connection issues. StreamYard on my computer is telling me it's having connection issues. Duh. Okay, let me put that back up. Get caught up in comments. And I also was going to share too, like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys have heard the horrible situation. I think it was in Louisiana. I do have an article on that one too. Just, it's up to you guys if you want to hear about it tonight or not, or I can save it or do a separate video on it. Get caught up in comments again. Oh goodness. This bar says she's watching on her TV, 55-inch TV, and she couldn't read the writing. Oh goodness. Yes. Oh, I guess, hold on, let me take my banner down if it'll do it. Take it down for now. Arctic is just always cracking me up. Yes. I did not feed the hamster enough, apparently. The hamster, Arctic said, the hamster in my computer fell off its wheel. Yeah, I didn't feed it enough before the show to keep it running my computer. Welcome, Miss Doris. Always good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. Miss Barb says, need to get justice for little Mia. Absolutely. I'm going to keep my eyes. I'm sure all you guys will too. I'll keep my eyes out for any updates. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible. I think I'm caught up in comments. We'll get back. Can't, I cannot talk tonight, guys. As usual, even worse than usual, I should say. Oh, we're almost at 2 hours already. That's all right. My time is your time. I'm going to stop my cam for just a minute. And we will do some more missing persons. And like I said, you guys just let me know if you want to hear about the Louisiana case. It's a horrible, horrible case involving children. But I do have an article on it. All right, this is, let me go back to I have featured, and I did a short video, kind of like a ripping off Arctic a little bit on these short videos I've started doing, but I just love the way he does his videos. So hopefully he doesn't mind me borrowing his methodology, his style. But anyway, this is Ira Lee Briscoe. He has been missing, and it was his birthday yesterday, right? Arctic, I believe. Because like I said, I was going to do this live yesterday, which would have been his, but I believe yesterday was his birthday, and I believe he would have been 29. I think Arctic said, "Thank you to Arctic for bringing this to my attention that it was his birthday yesterday." So I just wanted to reshare Ira again, but definitely check out the. I'm sure Arctic has probably did a video, most definitely on Ira. I did one and uploaded it this past week. I think Wednesday or Thursday. Anyway, Ira Lee Briscoe, 25 years old when he went missing. White male. Sorry, I'm trying to read off my here. Brown hair, blue eyes, 5'10", 160 pounds. He does have a Live Strong tattoo on his back. He also has tattoos of deer and turkey tracks. And also missing was his roommate at the time, Lamone Little. But Ira was last seen in West Plains, Missouri on December 17th, 2020. So almost 4 years now. He had his vehicle was gray and may have been spray painted black with no front grille. His possible roommate, Lamone Little, is also missing. So if you have any information regarding Ira, anything about this case, because they're in my video, the article I read from did mention possible cartel connections. I don't think anything has ever been definitively reported, but apparently Ira had made mention to his mother in the article that I read. She said possible cartel connections. But if you have any information, please contact the Howell County Sheriff's Office at 417-256-2544. There's a fax number, 417-256-6464. A website, heso.mo, Google sites, or you can dial 911. And over on the right is just part of the article that I read from in my video. It's from News Nation. It says family members are seeking any information on 2 roommates missing. This is an older article, but almost 4 years now. Ira Lee Briscoe and Lamone Little. They were roommates living in West Plains, Missouri, last seen in December. And I believe his mom said that it was just December 17th that she last saw Ira of 2020. There is little information on their disappearance. Police haven't even confirmed if the cases of he and Lamone Little are even connected, or if their disappearance could be related to cartel activity in the area. So please, like I said, check out my video. I'm sure Arctic's done a video or at least something on Ira's case since he brought it to my attention about the birthday. please share anywhere and everywhere you can. All right. Advance. So let me go back to my slides. Is Alicia M. Rivera. Her mother had posted in the Texas Missing Person Alerts Facebook group. Her mother, Elizabeth, says, my daughter has been missing from Fort Worth, Texas since 2004. The middle photo is what they believe that Elsha, may look like today. But Elsha Marie Rivera went missing from Fort Worth, Texas on February 1st, 2004. She is Hispanic, 4'11", another short gal, 100 pounds, tiny thing. Date of birth 12/16/1978. She disappeared at age 25. Age progression is to 41 years old. So if you have any information regarding Elsha, for any information they can help locate her, please contact her mom at 385-405-0396 or the Fort Worth Police Department. I've got to slow down my talking. I can't talk tonight. Fort Worth Police Department at 817-335-4222. When I read that, these ones I kept adding in. That's why my lives are like 5 hours long. Because I just, when I see especially family members posting in these groups about their missing children or loved ones, family member, I have to include it. So I saw this, and this was an add-in last minute. All right. I'll see if I missed anything in comments. Oh, I didn't mean to highlight that, but that's okay. Miss Doris said, "Lottie, they're talking to Miss PJ. Are we having a fabulous evening or day? Not too sure what side of the world you're on." I'm not too sure what side of the world I'm on right now, apparently. Thank you, Miss Doris. Thank you. I love all you guys, most definitely. Arctis says more power to somebody. I don't know. And Miss Barbara said, I think I missed something. She says, I've been taking him to Jefferson City to the Capitol. I made a sign. All right, I think I'm caught up in comments. We'll get back to some more missing. Oh, should have advanced my slide when I was on that screen. This once again, I think Arctic did a video or a post, a community post, or both. But I found this in one of the Facebook groups. Once again, this is Zachary Bunt. She is missing from Bristol, Virginia. He is 27 years old, 5'10", 120 pounds, dirty blonde hair and blue eyes. He's been missing since June 8th of this year from the 400 block of Norfolk Avenue in Bristol, Virginia. He does suffer from mental health issues. You can see the 3 pictures there. The one with the very distinct tattoos on his chest and down his right arm. Trying to reverse the picture. So anyone with information is asked to call the Bristol, Virginia police at 276-645-7400 or his mother at 251-525-0090. Yep, see, oh, I'm so sorry you're having to go to a funeral. Thoughts, prayers, and good vibes, Miss Paula. Says she's going to sign off and go to bed. Absolutely, Miss Paula. Thank you for being here. as always. I just, always, when anybody says they're going to a funeral, just thoughts, prayers, and good vibes. Absolutely. I must be still. I missed something because Miss Barbara says she's taking somebody to Jefferson City and the 4 roommates. I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. I must have missed something. Yep, should know. Yep. Arctic says he did a post and a video, and he's working directly with Zachary's family. Excellent. Excellent. So definitely, I can't remember. I think I did watch your video, but I will watch it again. Yes, definitely go to Arctic Fox True Crime for more information on Zachary. Absolutely. Oh, were you talking about Ira? Okay, I'm so I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. You talking about Ira and Lamone Little? Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, the 2 roommates. The 2 roommates I made signs for, and let me go back. Yeah, there. Okay, the 2 roommates I've made signs for and taking to Jefferson City to the Capitol because they're from Missouri. I made missing sign. Oh, bless your heart, Miss Barbara. I'm so sorry. I had a brain fart. The squirrels. Arctic was talking about the hamster in my computer, but apparently the squirrels in my head weren't working fast enough. It took me a minute to catch on. I got you. Thank you, Miss Barbara, so much. Y'all, Miss Barbara is a machine. Oh, she's works her little booty off for these missing persons. Absolutely. Once again, Miss Barbara says I've shared Zachary's. Let's go back to Zachary. I've shared Zachary's post around. I've seen it everywhere. Arctic has it everywhere, so I shared. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Absolutely. Sorry it took me a minute to catch up with what you're talking about with the roommates. I'm sorry. My brain's not working as usual. Okay. All right. This I found on Sonova Cantrell. She has I watched actually attended the live stream that she did about Fredericktown, the Madison, is it Madison County? I got my counties mixed up. Fredericktown, corruption and all that. Sonova did a live stream on that. I attended that. Very good. I got to check some more of her YouTube stuff out. But I'm also friends with her on Facebook and her page. But she posted about Alexis Patterson. She has been missing since May 3rd of 2002. Says she lived. Her stepdad had walked her to school just before 8 a.m. on May 3rd of 2002. He left her with a crossing guard, but she never made it to school that day, and no one has seen her since. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling a little or a lot red flaggy about this. Not saying that anybody did anything, but yeah. So she lived at less than a block from her school. She never made it there. And since it's May 3rd, 2002, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She would be 29 years old today, and the bottom picture is age progression to 24. So if you have any information about Alexis, contact the Milwaukee Police Department at 414-935-7401. Absolutely, yes. Miss Barbara says that Sonova Cantrell is good. Yes, ma'am. I think the first thing, like I said, I think she actually sent me a friend request on Facebook on my Southern Gal account. So of course I accepted it. Checked out her page and everything she posted on her page. But I think the only thing I've got to watch of her on YouTube so far, but I'm definitely going to go check her out, is the live stream she did the other day on Fredericktown, or the county, Madison County. Very good job. I really liked her a lot. Absolutely. Arctic said, wouldn't be the first time a school lost or harmed a kid. Yep. See, and I'm not saying anything about the crossing guard. You would hope, but we all, once again, all of us who follow true crime, we know what can happen. People that you wouldn't think would do something, and I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, if you know what I'm saying. I know that's a lot of sayings, but yeah, definitely a little red flaggy. Because the stepdad left her with the crossing guard, but she never made it to school. Now, I don't know how far of a distance from where she was left with the crossing guard. Because I know crossing guards usually are just crossings, intersections close to the schools. But I wonder how far it was. That would be my first question, is how far it was from when she was left with a crossing guard to the school. And if she was how far that would be alone or with a group of kids, or I mean, I know I'm probably not making any sense right now. I don't know what's wrong with me, but how long she was out of sight of the crossing guard between where she was left with the crossing guard and when she entered the school. And was she by herself? Was she with a group of kids? That would be my questions, just off the top of my head. Arctic asked me if I've covered the Ryan Larson case out of Nebraska. That name is very familiar. I will have to check and see. I honestly have so many. I've shared so much now. I'm getting to the point I've either shared so much now, or have so many things written down, have come across names, written them down, seen things that other creators have done. I will have to check. But that name is definitely familiar. I will definitely look at it, T. Thank you. Miss Barb says Sonova does True Crime Tuesday nights. Yes. I will definitely have to start when I have my Tuesday nights free, check her out. Most definitely. All right. Sorry guys, I meant to turn my camera back on, but all right, let's see what we got next. I've definitely seen I think Chris at the Mob Crew has mentioned James Yablonsky a couple of times, just sharing, because he anybody, I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched the Mob Crew of Chris. He always shares one or two missing persons before he starts talking about whatever case he's talking about. And this is a very strange case. But I'm sure I've heard Chris talk about it. But James Yablonsky, let me get a drink before I get into this. A 14-year-old was last seen on a home security camera leaving his family's home in Reedsburg. Oh goodness, what state is this in? Reedsburg. Is it Virginia? I feel bad. I looked it up, and I know because I have looked at read articles about this. Okay, hold on. Ryan Larson. Okay, Arctic says, if you're talking about Ryan Larson, he walked out of his elementary school in 2021. He's autistic and hasn't been seen again. I must have read, I don't think I've shared him yet, but I will. I will do a video. But I must have read articles or watched, or another creator, like I said, has mentioned it. Because yes, that's very familiar and horrifying. But yes, I will look into that. Thank you, Arctic. Awesome. Arctic says, I just did a video. Maybe that's where I've heard the name. Yes, I think I watched a video. T says, I just did a video on him last week. Been following his case for a while. Oh, no, James. You're talking about James. Okay, I'm sorry. So I get for trying to read comments and figure out what case I'm talking about at the same time. So you did a video on James? I'm sorry. I'm so confused right now. Even worse than usual. Okay. Of course, Miss Barbara shared it. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Barb. All right. Let me get back to James before I get sidetracked again. Uh, and once again, what state? I don't think it. Oh, Wisconsin. I'm sorry. If I would have read the actual flyer thing, Wisconsin. So James was last seen leaving his family's home in Reedsburg in Wisconsin in the middle of the night at approximately 1 a.m. in the family vehicle. And I have seen that footage somewhere. I can't remember where, but anyway. His dad, Bill Yablonsky, said James was wearing a backpack and carrying 2 bags. The van was found a few hours later on the side of Highway 12 near Baraboo. Investigators believe James left it there before going into the woods. A makeshift campsite was found roughly 100 yards, so a football field length, to the west of Highway 12. Clothing, bags, hygiene items, and a cell phone that James had taken with him. And I want to say, I could please correct me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong. It might have been his dad. I don't know if it was his dad's cell phone or somebody else. I don't think it was his cell phone. Anyway, the cell phone was found at the campsite, but he was not, James was not there. So anyone with information is asked to contact the Sauk County Sheriff's Office at 608-355-4495 or Sauk County Crime Stoppers 1-888-TIP-SAUK, which is 847-7285. Yes, this is another bizarre one. It almost reminds me, although he's quite a bit younger, but reminds me of Aiden Clune's case that Chris has also been covering. Just he, I think, had some mental health issues going on. Some things that happened in Aiden's right before he disappeared happened with his family, and he was having some problems. But yeah, just found his truck on the side of the road, and he had apparently wandered off. And this was in Utah, right? Aiden's case. And Chris and people that he was searching with actually found Aiden's shoes the last weekend or whenever the last time they were out searching for Aiden. But this case reminds me of that in that regard. But anyway, you go to your comments down here. Okay, so you did on both, on James and Ryan. Should have known. I'm telling you, RT, I call him T. Because I don't know if how, I don't want to give out anybody's as Sunshine would say, their government info. So I just call him T. But T is a machine too about getting these videos and these flyers out. I'm in awe. Okay, Arctic says also one of his dad's firearms went missing the same time he did. That's never good. Absolutely. Miss Barbara says, so sad. Prayers for the family. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's see what we got next. Oh, I do have a video clip for this one. My first video clip of the night. So y'all get a break from my droning voice. So this is Mr. Eric Glaze. He is missing from Albany, Georgia. The Albany Police Department would like the public's assistance with locating Eric Glaze. Mr. Glaze was last seen on May 30th, 2024, leaving Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital. And the video clip has a lot more information. So if anyone has any information regarding Mr. Glaze, contact the Albany Police Department at 229-431-2100. All right, and I will get my list out to see which video it is. Say 201. Okay, so I'm going to play this video, and I will hopefully be back.
needs your help finding their loved one who disappeared 2 weeks ago. The Albany Police Department is looking for 60-year-old Eric Glaze, also known as Waldo. They say he was last seen leaving Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital on May 30th. Family members say he worked at what was formerly known as the K&S Corner Store, but is now the Brothers Corner Store for 20 years.
It's not normal for him to just up and do a disappearing act and we not know where he is. He's always at the K&S store, so if anybody ever wants to find him and look for him, that's like his safe haven. You know, this is all he knows.
Police did say Glaze was involved in an accident at the Brothers Corner Store where EMS responded days before he went missing, but they didn't specify what type of accident. APD says as of now, they don't suspect any foul play, but the family says they're unsure what to think as they've seen videos of him stumbling backwards out of the store.
We would like to get the footage from inside the store. We got everything outside. We want everything inside. If y'all know anything, please contact us. We found dead or alive, we want to know.
Glaze's family says sun up to sundown, they're not going to stop searching for their loved one until he's found.
Please help find out Uncle Waldo. It's not known for him to go missing no day at all. From whereabouts to where he stay at, to work, back and forth from work. It's not like him.
The Albany Police Department says the next step in the investigation is searching areas he's known to frequent, including Brothers Corner Store and the areas surrounding.
In moments like this, we can say we have to put ourselves in the family's position. This could easily be one of our loved ones. And so do what we would want to be done if we were in their situation. They're in our thoughts and prayers.
If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Mr. Glaze, please contact the Albany Police Department at 229-431-2100.
All right, so you heard don't know if oh, there it goes. Okay. That hold on. On a multitask. There we go. And I was also reading some of the comments from because I got it from the Albany, Georgia, the page there, Albany, Georgia Police Department Facebook page. And some of the comments from family members, because you heard them mention in that video that they had the outside surveillance that showed him, they said stumbling out the door backwards, and they think that maybe he was, in the comments, was in an argument or some kind of altercation maybe with somebody in the store. And that's why he was, because I don't know if they don't have the inside surveillance footage. I'm sure there is. They just don't have access to it. But apparently there's some little bit more to this story going on that hasn't been released publicly. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one too. But yeah, so once again, Albany Police Department, 229-431-2100. Marcus said it's okay. His first name is out there anyway. That's good. Yeah. I'm still going to call you T. I like to have nicknames. I got to come up with a good nickname for Miss Barb. Little firecracker. That's what she is. Miss Barb is a little firecracker. And we need to come up with no, we have a nickname for Mr. Steve. I think Ruckus gave it to him sarcastically a little bit, but a national treasure. But Mr. Steve is a national treasure. All right. So next we have some, I think the next two are remains that were found, and they did reconstructions. So this is unidentified male, 29 years today as of May 30th when this was posted. This individual is still unidentified. Someone knows something, please speak up. The remains were discovered May 30th, 1995 in Fort Worth, Texas. Estimated age 30 to 44. Estimated height 5'9". Circumstances: unidentified human remains found in 3 locations in Tarrant County, Texas on May 30th, 1995. So these kind of cases when they, obviously when they find remains, and these tug at me too. But luckily, with the way that the DNA, and like you see here with the facial reconstructions they can do now, it helps. So hopefully they can get this person identified, and their loved ones can get some answers. Oh, I think I went backwards. Hold on. All right, and next we have a little baby. I call them baby, a little girl, but they're babies to me. This is from Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania State Police Troop K, Philadelphia Criminal Investigation Assessment Unit is attempting to identify remains of a female child located on November 25th, 1984. Very, very cold case. The skeletal remains of a child were located in the vicinity of a field located behind 456 East Column Street in Philadelphia. If you have any information pertaining to the circumstances surrounding this unidentified little baby here, please call the Pennsylvania State Police Criminal Investigation Assessment Unit, Troop K, Philadelphia, at 215-452-5216, or the PSP Tips toll-free line at 1-800-4PA-TIPS, or you can fill out an online tip form. Hey, there's my dandy. There's our dandy Linus. Yes, I'm still live. Yes, you know me and my 3-day-long lives, Dandy. Dandy was at a festival. What kind of festival were you at, if you don't mind saying? Hello back to you, my love. Hugs and kisses. Good to have you here, as always. We've just been sharing some missing persons, chatting, getting caught up, going over some stories. We talked earlier about little baby Maya Rudd, that horrible, horrible situation. I'm just letting you guys decide what kind of stories y'all want to hear tonight. As I said earlier, for anyone who may have come in late, I'd intended to do this last night, but I didn't want to interfere with Miss Persevere's Flora live stream, so I switched it to tonight, forgetting that today was Father's Day, and I didn't feel right talking about these horrible stories on Father's Day, although any day that you talk about these stories is awful, but I just didn't want to bring anybody down. But once again, it's up to you guys. We talked about Miya Rudd. We had that case in Louisiana with the mom and the 2 little girls. Mom and the youngest little girl were found deceased. They suspected HT in that. That's a good question, T. Asking Dandy if they had a little something, some drinky drinks at the festival. But anyway, so I'm just leaving it up to you guys. If you want to, I can read articles about that or not. But yes, the festival does sound amazing. I haven't been to any kind of festival, whether it be just arts and crafts, a music festival. I haven't done anything lately. But anyway, all right, let's see what we got next. Do have some good news. But I have shared Ashley Linden numerous times. I don't think I ever did like a full video, but have mentioned her several times in videos and live streams. She has been located safe, thank goodness, and she was missing out of Tampa since September of 2022. Her husband had reported her missing, and after they gotten into an argument, apparently. But this was posted a couple of days ago when I did this slideshow. I think this was her mom that posted this in the Facebook group they have for her. But she says, update on Ashley Linden. Says, first, I would like to thank each one of you in the group for taking the time out of your lives to follow Ashley's story, to share her post and information, most of all for caring. Absolutely. Says, as most of you know, Ashley was found, thank the Lord, and she is safe. She says, after all this time, Ashley's husband, Scott, has still got control over my daughter's mental status. Now, I don't know obviously what's going on, but she says, the best way I can describe to each of you, coming from a mother, although Ashley was found, my baby girl is still missing. She has been through so much that she has detached herself from reality. It is going to be a long healing process, and the family is asking you to please continue to keep Ashley in your prayers. So obviously, we respect the family's privacy, and we just still keep Ashley and her family thoughts, prayers, good vibes. And hopefully she will be on her way to recovery and getting back to as normal a life as she can have, apparently, after all she's been through. So we'll absolutely keep Ashley and her family in our thoughts and prayers. Oh, that sounds awesome. Danny says it was a bluegrass and blues festival, 3 days of fun. Oh, sounds fantastic. Dave, here's Dave again. It says festival. Yes, Dave, it's a festival. Oh, be careful, Dave. Are you still out driving? I hope you're not driving and typing. Dandy says, the drinky drink is local made IPAs. I don't drink beer, but she says expensive but tasty. You got 2 free wristbands to get in, so we spent money like crazy. So much fun. Hey, it's always good when you can get in free to those festivals. Because last time I went to a music festival, which years and years and years ago, was when here in Arkansas every summer they did oh crap, what was it called? Oh my god, it just flew out of my head. The rock festival they did, Edgefest. Oh my goodness. It's called Edgefest. And we went to it 2-3 years in a row, but I don't think they do it anymore, unfortunately. But it's just a big rock, mostly newer rock, some classic rock now would be considered, because this was back in the 90s, early 2000s when they were doing it. So lots of good bands. But that's probably the last time I've been to a music festival. I've been to concerts, but yeah, music festival sounds good. Ooh, now Danny's talking about the peach festival. I love me some fresh peaches. Asking Arctic if he road trips. That would be a very interesting to go on a road trip with T. Very interesting. Danny says, come visit Colorado. The Peach Festival is in August. She says the peach, you'll start a fight. No. Says the peaches are way better than Georgia's. Come visit. We'll host you. That sounds divine also. RD says he may have to take her up on that offer. I don't think I've ever been to Colorado. I don't think I've even passed through it. Because most of the trips I've taken, we've gone out east. I haven't been well, I have been to Las Vegas, but we flew, so we didn't drive. Yes. Oh, I love me some good homemade peach cobbler. Any kind of homemade cobbler. Most definitely. All right, let's see what we got next. Okay, so I have another video. This is Isaiah Cramer. Once again, I and probably Arctic and a lot of other creators have featured Isaiah when when he first went missing, and his story. They first, started talking about it. He is still missing. I've of course been keeping up with it. Haven't found anything new, but I did find where they did do either this past weekend or the weekend before They were doing a search for him. I don't think they found him, unfortunately, but at least they're still searching. So I just had a video for that. Let me see which one is his. 217. All right, so I'm gonna play this video and I will be back.
Communities coming together to aid in the search for a Waukesha County teen who disappeared 4 months ago. CBS 58's Taj Mahal has the latest on the efforts to locate Isaiah Cramer.
17-year-old Isaiah Cramer hasn't been seen since February 4th. He was last seen leaving the Norris Mental Health Center in McWanago, where his parents say patients are able to come and go at their own discretion. Isaiah's parents say their son struggles with mental health issues and also has epilepsy. His loved ones have been searching for him for months, and now the efforts are being renewed.
Extensive searches have been done prior to this. The family and Waukesha County Sheriff's Office brought us in to look at some other areas, expand the search areas, utilize some of the technology that we have through drones, and just push forward and see if we can't locate this young man.
A group called EquiSearch Midwest is in Wisconsin to help in the efforts to find Isaiah. Community members gathered at Big Bend Elementary School Saturday morning to help assist in the search.
The turnout today has been absolutely fantastic. Right now, I think that we're well over 100, and I've still got people coming out the door.
The search party is focusing their attention on the wooded area near where Isaiah was last seen, which could be a challenging place to look.
You guys have got a lot of rain up here, so the land is very muddy, very wet. With the foliage, it's very thick. So there's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a tough go. But I think that we have the right people in place to make this happen.
Right now, everyone just wants to bring the Cramer family some answers.
I talked to the mother and the father, and they were just overwhelmed by the turnout that's occurring right now, and especially with rain on the way. Personally, I didn't think that we were going to get no more than about 50, but I'll tell you, Waukesha County has really come together.
There's a $10,000 reward for information on what happened to Isaiah. Reporting in Waukesha County, Taj Mahal, CBS 58 News.
All right, that was the latest on Isaiah Cramer. And I see that, where'd she go? I lost her. There she is. It's 50 Shades of Faye is here. Good to have you here, ma'am. Hello back to you. I think me and 50 Shades of Faye were playing tag team, playing tag in live streams yesterday too. Because just about all the live streams I was in, 50 Shades of Faye was there. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Dave, one of these days we're going to have a talk. You always say you're taking care of the owls, and I'd ask you exactly what you do to take care of the owls. Legitimately, I'm curious, because I love owls and all critters. But I don't think you've ever said exactly what you do. So is it some kind of secret government stuff that you'd have to unalive us if you told us? I want to know what you do with the owls, Dave, sincerely. Yes, but we know Owl is still out there prowling, taking care of the owls. Yes, and T says at least EquiSearch is there looking. Yes, EquiSearch does good work from everything that I've seen and read. Now there is I can't remember that other one that had some problems, or maybe some of the members did some very bad things that came out. I can't remember what the name of that one is. You guys may know what I'm talking about. I think I remember reading, I can't remember what they're called. But if they did what I think I remember reading that at least one member did, I don't think I would say their name out loud, but anyway. Oh, now Dandy's talking about seizures. Wait a minute. Who's having seizures? Did I miss something again? Oh, and I also want to go back to Dandy was talking about asking T Arctic Fox if he went on road trips, but she says she's 31 and a half miles from Utah. She says, I can take you places that will blow your mind. If anyone ever visits here and wants a great tour, hit me up on Discord. I've never been out that way. I so want to go out to that Midwest area, all the national parks. My baby brother and sister-in-law and nephew have taken several trips out and visited most of the national parks over that area. And my mom has been and aunt have done, can't talk, Little Rock tours, does a lot of tours out of Arkansas over that way to the national parks. And so far, I have never got to go over there, and I so wanted to go. Because the pictures they've come back and the stories just so beautiful out that way. Yeah. Yeah, we were playing tag. Me, you, Miss Barbara. I don't know if Miss Barbara's still here. A lot of us were playing tag in all these live streams everybody was having yesterday. Oh, yeah, but it's so wonderful to see everybody, not just community members, but other creators going to all these other creators' live streams and supporting them, and it makes my heart happy. Because I'm not going to name, because I honestly probably can't think of any of the channel names or people names. There are some channels that I've just come across them and said they were true crime related, and I've tried to watch them, and I swear every video or live stream replay I click on, all they're doing is bashing other creators. Apparently I don't even know, so I just click off of it, and it's just, I'm like, what is going on here? It's supposed to be about true crime, but all you're doing is talking crap about other creators. I don't understand it, so I stay away from those. Like I said, I probably couldn't, I wouldn't say them anyway, but I can't even think of the name. That's how I put them out of my mind. I'm like, nope, not going there again. So I couldn't tell you who it is. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Caught up. Yes, Dandy says we want to see some owls. Yes, I want to know what Dave does taking care of the owls. I think he's just being sneaky. No, I'm sure he's doing good, whatever he's doing with the owls. But yes, 50 Shades of Face says, give it up, Dave. Do tell what you're doing with the owls. Oh, goodness. Yep, Miss Barbara's still here. Yes, Miss Barbara, you deserve that kind of help. And unfortunately, I'm going to get emotional. Unfortunately, Miss Barbara didn't get that kind of help. She had to do it basically alone. Well, alone, her boots on the ground. But those of us who've gotten to know Miss Barb, even with me, just through YouTube and Facebook, I just feel so much for Miss Barb. So proud of Miss Barb and for everything she's done fighting for Timmy. Hopefully, she'll get there, get some resolution soon, hopefully. Oh, Dandy's got some owl trivia here. She says the northern pygmy owl, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the technical name, is the smallest owl in Colorado and can be found in the state's foothills and mountains. And Dandy says she's seen one of them. Owls have to be one of my favorite animals. They're just so beautiful, majestic, just, oh God, just everything about them. Love owls. Everybody saying hello. Oh, my comments just jumped again, way up. Okay. Okay, so T, always with the knowledge, thank goodness. Says, unfortunately, EquiSearch doesn't get involved unless law enforcement invites them in. I didn't know that. So if you go missing in Missouri, you're just out of luck, unfortunately. So a family can't request that EquiSearch come in to search. It has to be approved or had to go through LE. That, to me, that's just my opinion. To me, that's not right. I would think a family should have just as much right to ask somebody from the outside to come in and search. I mean, especially on cold cases. I don't know. And I'm not, I'm pro law enforcement, but it's on a case by case basis for the most part. In my opinion, most law enforcement does the best they can. But unfortunately, we have situations like Miss Barb's in that Missouri, Fredericktown, Madison County area that it's just, it's sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But yeah, I didn't know that EquiSearch could not get involved unless law enforcement invited them. Absolutely. Thank you, Dandy. Put in the Arctic's channel again. Welcome, True Crime Talk with Frank Meister. Good to have you here, sir. It's an honor to have you here. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome. Absolutely. Faye, I'm just going to call you Faye. I like to give everybody nicknames. Or not nicknames, but says, I hope you dads out there had a wonderful day. Absolutely, yes. All the dads, biological dads, stepdads, mentors, grandpas, uncles, any male. You don't have to be biological or blood. We talked about this earlier. To be a father, to be a father figure, to mentor a child, to foster a child. Just kudos to all the men out there who do it. All the ladies out there, mothers, once again, doesn't have to be biological or blood. Hats off to anybody who takes time to give a kid a chance, give a kid the attention that he or she needs. Hats off to you. Uh-oh. Dandy says she moved from Missouri. Missouri is a lame state, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, Dandy. Oh my goodness. Absolutely, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara says, I believe my prayers have been answered in time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we got your back, Miss Barb. If it's even from afar, we've got your back. Okay, Arctic says EquiSearch has to be approved through law enforcement. Faye says, isn't that search party like super trusted? I'm assuming you're talking about EquiSearch. Does law enforcement turn them away? Probably, if I was to guess, which I'm by no way a professional of anything, I would hope that for the most part, law enforcement wouldn't turn them away. I mean, I've always heard good things about EquiSearch, and they do a lot of searching. So I'm assuming if they have to be approved by LE, that most of the time LE does approve for them to search. I would hope so anyway. I would like to think so. Okay, Miss Barb says, I don't understand why they don't ask for help. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, T. So it says, I'm pro LE and anti-lazy LE. who could only find someone if they were covered in donut glaze. I hear you. I know what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. It's case by case, city by city, state by state basis. Absolutely. Because you're going to find, good and bad in any career or whatever it be, law enforcement, government, every day, working at a restaurant, gas station, whatever the case may be, you're going to have your good and your bad. That's just, unfortunately, that's the way it is. You're making Miss Barbara laugh again. It's all right, Miss Barb. We love when you laugh. We need to give you something to laugh about. Right, T says most LE agencies wouldn't turn EchoSearch away, but it has happened. Yeah. You're very welcome, my love. Very welcome. We know we all got you. We all got all these families, whether they know it or not. All the missing that we feature and share, and the cold cases, homicide, everything we share. I keep it right here in my heart. All cases, but especially, like I said earlier, once again, the cases that I've shared with, just like Timmy's case, and at least through the camera and on Facebook, gotten to know Miss Barb, Miss Marion, the same with Miss Kimberly, Miss Erica, Durante Martin's family. I'm going to forget people, but yeah, all the family members that I've spoken to through the screen or through Facebook or emails or messages. It just special place in my heart. All right, I think I'm caught up in comments, and I'll quit babbling for a minute. I just love getting to talk to you guys, and we're almost 3 hours in, but that's fine. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so I have another video yesterday, June 15th. Yeah, because today's Sunday, right? Is it still Sunday? Yes. Hopefully I'm not gonna, this is what happened. I was messing with on my phone last time that I accidentally ended the live stream. Summer Wells, yesterday, would be, 3 years? She went missing on June 15th, 2021. Of course, I know there's lots of controversy, back and forth about this case. So please, I don't think we're gonna have any problems. Everybody here is awesome, awesome community. But I hadn't heard really. I guess there's been any really new information. But I believe the TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation released a statement of video. So I'm just going to show that really quickly. But always remember, it's always about Summer, finding out what happened to her, where she is. I just wanted to play this video for you right quick, and I had to write down which videos were which. Okay, 209. So I will play this video and be back. All right, so that is the sorry, multitasking again. The first thing I have come across relatively new from anything concerning Summer's case. Like I said, I know it's, as Arctic said, says 3 years, and we still don't know anything more than we did 3 years ago factually. That is the word, factually, because this is one of those cases that unfortunately has turned into, just from what I've seen on Facebook and YouTube chats, one that sparks controversy and blaming, and it's just so unfortunate and tragic. But like I said, always keep the attention. The most important part of this case is Summer. What happened to her? Where's she at? Bringing her home one way or the other. Always hoping for the best possible outcome, but always keeping her face out there so she is not forgotten and that she stays in the forefront. All right, let me get back up to absolutely. Miss Barbara says, I will spend the rest of my life helping share for the missing. I truly feel blessed Timmy was found. It is a nightmare. My love to you always, Miss Barbara. You know that. Hopefully, I know you can't say anything, but hopefully wheels are turning. They may be turning slow, but hopefully they're turning. And if you got our favorite resident investigator, National Treasure, working with you, that is he is the best in my opinion. All right. Arctic says they put out an age progressed photo last year that didn't even look like a Summer, in my opinion. Is that the one that's on the slide, or is it a different one? That's the only, I think that's the one on the slide is the only age progressed photo of her that I've seen. Oh, Dave is back. He says pygmy owl, which Dandy mentioned earlier, is hard to find. Dave, I'm gonna have to have Dave on here with me one night to tell us if he can or will tell us what he does with the owls. Exactly. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, there are a lot of cases out of Tennessee. Danny said Tennessee is another bad one. Summer has been missing 3 years. Yeah, did I say 4 earlier? I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 years. My math is bad. My math is bad. Always has been. My brother's got the math genius in the family. I got although you couldn't tell by listening to me, I do better with words and spelling and reading and things of that nature. Like I said, you can't tell from on here, but I definitely did not inherit my dad's math. My dad was a genius in math. Okay, Arctic says, yes, the one on the slide, it makes her look older than she would be. So let me go back to my slides and see how old, oh, okay. So that'll be an age progression. They say to 7. Yeah, it looks to me, it looks older than 7. But then again, I'm not a good judge of just looking at somebody and trying to guess how old they would be. I've never been good at that. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree with you there. All right, let me see what I got next. Oh, I'm going backwards, pushing the wrong buttons. All right, now I've just got some more that I found in the Facebook groups. This is from Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania State Police, Beaver Barracks responded to, this is a homicide, unsolved homicide. Responded to 767 Riverview Apartment 115 in Rochester Borough, Beaver County on October 27, 2016. to assist the Rochester Borough Police for a report of a homicide. Upon arrival, police found 30-year-old Lisa Marie Stover bludgeoned and GSW'd. So that's all. I'm gonna have to look into this one some more. I just, like I said, I found this on the PSP. I think somebody shared it in one of the groups. It's from the PSP Tips Facebook page. So anyone with information on this incident is asked to call PSP Tips for PA Tips, or once again, there's an online form. Next, this is a cold case. You guys know I love cold cases. I'm going to look into this one too. I just want to give you the basics. This is from Oklahoma. The OSBI seeks information regarding 1971, the year I was born, cold case. On October 29th, 1971, a 56-year-old Mac Watkins had picked up two hitchhikers, an adult male and female, while driving westbound from Little Rock. The following day, Watkins was discovered deceased along Interstate 40 near the Sallisaw, Oklahoma rest area, and his orange pickup truck was later found abandoned in Oklahoma City. The male hitchhiker was described to have possession of an Illinois driver's license with a possible date of birth of 1944. So at that, in 1971, they would be in their 30s. Once again, my math. Witnesses also said the word love was tattooed on his left hand, and his right hand had a birth defect, and the woman had long red hair. The OSBI cold case unit continues to seek justice in this case and ask anyone with information to contact them at tips@osb.ok.gov or 1-800-522-8017. Okay. Next, we have another cold case, not as old as the other one, but this is Shonda Janelle Law. It's another homicide case. She was found unalived on July 17th, 1994, just 6 days after celebrating her 27th birthday. Her body was discovered by the manager of the Western Air Motel in Oklahoma City. Shonda had checked into a room on Friday night. She was found deceased on Sunday morning at 11:45 a.m. A COD was determined to be asphyxiation, likely due to strangulation. The reasons behind Shonda's stay at the motel are unclear, as records indicate that she was residing in Oklahoma City at the time. So she was living in Oklahoma City, and she was found in a motel room in Oklahoma City. Okay. Information on her case is limited with only a few articles, and once again, I'm going to look into this one. Few articles are published about her homicide. Her case remains unsolved to this day. If you have any information regarding Shonda's case, please call the OKC Crime Stoppers tip line at 405-235-7300. You can also submit a tip anonymously to your local law enforcement agency. So those were three, I think, all cold, what I would call cold cases. Yeah, well, 2016, 1971, and 1994. So like I said, I'm going to look into more into those three and do case of the week or a short video on whatever other information I can find on these cases. All right, let me check your comments. I think we're almost done, guys. I hope you guys are still hanging in there with me. Yes, that is so scary. Dandy said, talking about kids going missing, says, my 7-year-old walked away today in a split second, almost had a heart attack. My heart aches for parents with no answers. Yes, it is so scary. Even in just, because I remember when my oldest niece and nephew were young, kids, young enough to still be, you don't let them out of your sight. Especially my niece. We could be in the local Wally World, which is just a, small town, small store. I'd turn around to grab something off the shelf, turn back around, and she would be gone, and I would just panic. And usually she would go to the, toy section. And whenever I worked at Walmart, at the Wally World, as an associate, we had what they call Code Adam. So whenever somebody we had a lost child in the store, an associate went to every door, so the kid couldn't go out, or somebody couldn't go out with the kid. They give a description. The first place I would always check, and luckily 9 times out of 10, the child just wandered away from the parent. The toy section was always the first place that I checked, because that's always usually where the kid was. The child was in the toy section. So like I said, luckily, I don't think when I was working there, we ever had a case where we didn't find the child in the store. But yeah, they can be little rugrats, and I say that in a loving way. They can be gone, like you said, in a split second. Hey, Miss Peggy. Always good to have Miss Peggy here. Says, hi, Southern Gal and everyone. We'll have to do a rewatch later. That is absolutely fine, ma'am. I love my replay crew. Absolutely. That statistic is scary. Arctic says, I'm with you, and unfortunately, it only takes a split second. A child goes missing every 30 seconds. That is just truly horrifying. Oh, comments. New batch of comments just jumped up. Uh-oh. Miss Peggy says a friend of hers posted on Facebook that 2 little girls are missing since Thursday from Reedsburg, Wisconsin, after the mom was found unalived. I've included a picture, but no more information. I haven't heard about that. The only one I've heard about, and I was going to do this story, and I do have the article, so you guys let me know if you want me to read it. I thought it was in there's one in Louisiana. Let me bring up the article. Hold on. Make sure this is not the one that I'm talking about, and I just have my states mixed up, which is entirely possible. If I can get the article to come up. Let's see where it's from. Oh my goodness, these ads are killing me. Oh, come on. Where's it from? Oh my goodness, these ads are popping up and I can't see anything. Now I've lost my cursor. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. There it is. My cursor. Oh, this one I have is from Mississippi, actually. I have not heard about the one from Reedsburg. Where's my... It's fixing to go into a dumpster. Oh goodness, what did I do? No, come back up. Okay. We almost had a big dumpster fire. No, the one I had is Mississippi, Louisiana. I haven't heard about the one in Reedsburg. I'll have to look at that, Miss Peggy. Oh, that's good, Dandy. Dandy says, she whistles loud, and he stops and looks for me. Every family should have a call for them to return. Absolutely. That is a good idea. Peggy says she hasn't had a chance to find more information. Bear with me for 1 second. So what is it? Reedsburg, Wisconsin. I'm punching buttons again, guys. So if I disappear, you know what happened. If I disappear, come looking for me. Send Mr. Steve to find me. Okay, Reedsburg, Wisconsin, missing girls. I'm not seeing anything. I put in Reedsburg and it popped up Reedsburg, Wisconsin missing girls, but I'm not finding anything recent about, once again, probably missing that's not getting any attention. That is disheartening. I'm not finding anything, Miss Peggy. I'm sorry. I was going to try to find something but unfortunately, I will look into it, Miss Peggy, most definitely. When did you say it happened? Thursday? Since Thursday, and today is what, Sunday? 3 days. Mom was found unalived. I'm gonna have to look at that. That's horrible. Oh, yeah, Dandy, we talked about that one earlier. The James Yablonsky. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, just briefly. That's another strange one. I said it reminded me of, although James is younger, a lot younger, reminded me of Aiden Clune, just parking and just wandering. You're welcome, Miss Peggy. Like I said, when I get off here, like I said, when I'm doing this, I hate to be going back and forth and pushing buttons, because that's when, oh no, that is when this happened. Oh goodness. But anyway, I will definitely look when I get off here and see what I can find. Dandy says she missed the first 2 hours. Yeah, that's fine, Dandy. Hey, I'm not getting. That's fine. I'd probably be at rather be at a festival than sitting here listening to me babble on. Yes, Miss Peggy also agrees that James's case is strange. Yeah, he was 14. He took the truck. A cell phone was found. I don't think was his. And all sorts of gear, like he camped, and then they found the vehicle. It was the family van, and no sign of him. It's just, once again, like, I know people don't just vanish, but it's like they just. But unfortunately, you want to hope for the best possible outcome, that the missing is found alive and well. But I think Chris was mentioning when he was talking about, I watched his live stream he did about the update on the Aiden Clune and finding the shoes, that a lot of missing are found, especially out in a remote area, are found usually within I think he said 1 mile radius of where they're were last known to be seen, or a phone ping, or, because I think he said they found Aiden's shoes within that 1 mile radius of where his phone last pinged at, I think. But yeah, it's just, I'm afraid might be, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but that could be the case with James Yablonsky. I have not, Miss Peggy says she's been waiting for updates on Elijah Vu. I have not. I was been looking for updates on his case too, and I haven't seen any, except for, I don't know if you, at the very first I mentioned, I showed a picture. I went to went to the big city here in Arkansas, to North Little Rock, and me and my mom were in the Wally World, and it was one of the Walmarts that actually did still have the missing person board up, and they did have Elijah Vu's missing poster and Sebastian Rogers' missing poster. So I'd taken pictures of them and put them on the slide. But I haven't heard any update. The last thing I heard in Elijah's case was the parents being charged or whatever with whatever they were charged with. Dandy is disappointed. She says, I missed the dumpster fires. I'm thoroughly disappointed. Oh, did you see my little, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, so the one I just showed, let me go back. Hold on. Indulge me for a minute. This is for a little, and so then if we have a really, really bad one, we go, oh, that's a long one. I didn't realize it was that long. So that is for the really bad dumpster fires. Hopefully I don't have to bring that one out very often, but you know how I am. You know how these live streams can go. Arctic says Dandy covered James last week. Dandy, I'm still confused on if you have a channel or you don't have a channel, or where do you, because I want to support you and check you out. Is it YouTube, Facebook? What is it? You know, I got to support our Dandy because she is such a, Dandy Linus is such a support, such a blessing. She has been to me and probably to a lot of other creators. Modding with little to no notice. Showing me helping me with when I started doing live streams, Discord, anything and everything. Dandy has helped me with, along with others. Arctic has helped me a lot. Everybody, of course, Mr. Steve, oh, so much too. He's given me so much support and been a good role model, mentor for how to do it right. So yeah, kudos to Dandy and everybody. All the mods, everybody with wrenches that show up that help out. I always forget to thank everybody. But you know, I love you guys and thank you very much for everything you do for me. Oh Lord, Dave says my parents always try to find people to take him. Are you trying to say you were a bad kid, Dave? Not you, Dave. No. Dave, I could never imagine Dave being a bad kid. Just like I couldn't imagine Mr. Steve being a bad kid. Okay, Dandy says she does not have a channel. So sweet. She says she does not have a channel. I support people doing good deeds and helping find answers. You do good deeds too, Dandy, by supporting us. Like I said, all the help you've given me. I love you, girl. I love you. Absolutely. That is the best thing that we can all do, support families looking for answers. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yes, Miss Barbara says, awesome. Thank you for what you do. Bless you. Absolutely. All right, let me see what I got next. How long we've been going? A little bit over 3 hours. All right, I think we're almost, okay, next we have, see if I can punch on my phone without turning it into a dumpster fire. The video, I mentioned her briefly earlier, Maria Gomez-Perez, 12. I do have a video for her. They, unfortunately, in the video, the law enforcement thinks that she is in danger. And once again, I haven't checked in the last day or so about any updates, but I did find a video. Let me see which one hers is. 225. Okay. So I will run the video and be back.
are still looking for 12-year-old Maria Gomez-Perez.
Yeah, she's been gone without a trace from her family's Gainesville home for nearly 2 weeks now. And now the sheriff's office is reassuring anyone who's following the case that his team is still on it. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles live tonight from Hall County with the sheriff's plea.
Well, guys, even though Maria's family is hoping she'll be found alive, at a media briefing here at the sheriff's office today, Sheriff Gerald Crouch says he believes she's in danger, and now the focus is on finding her. The search is still on for 12-year-old Maria Gomez-Perez. The Hall County Sheriff trying to make sense of how she disappeared from her Gainesville home.
This is a possibility that she may have come in contact with someone to leave that day.
2 weeks later, 5 agencies are not giving up, using canines, diving in Lake Lanier, and even searching Maria's home on Westside Drive.
We collected a lot of cell phones and other forensic evidence.
All leading to nowhere so far. Couch says Maria still doesn't qualify for a Levi's call because they don't have crucial information like car description or who she may have left with. He also addressed why investigators aren't using the suggested grid pattern search.
These type of searches are for instances where you have a defined area, you believe the individual or something suspicious is in. We do not have those conditions.
However, other search efforts continue. Norma Hernandez still has her boots on the ground. She says she's constantly running out of flyers, plus more billboards are on the way.
We got donated 6 more from Lamar, and it's free.
Hernandez has hope Maria is still out there. She's been in touch with Maria's father, Andres Gomez, trying to keep his spirits high too.
He's a sad father, of course. He's missing his little girl.
Hernandez also looking for Maria's estranged mother.
I have been working with consuls from Guatemala. We're still working. We're still trying to reach her.
Everyone determined to keep going, as the sheriff says the next person who comes forward could break this case wide open. If you know anything about what happened to Maria, you are encouraged to reach out to the sheriff's office's investigators. You can also call 911 dispatch and leave a tip. Live in Gainesville, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
Okay. So this is another one. We were talking earlier about Amber Alerts. That when I saw this, infuriated me. I try to stay off my soapbox, but because you heard them say in the video that it didn't qualify for, I think they called it a Levi's something. And I'm going to assume, I could be totally wrong, that maybe that's their local term for an Amber Alert, because I know here in Arkansas, when an Amber Alert comes out, here in Arkansas, it's called the Morgan Nick Amber Alert. They said there was a Levi's something that was not issued. No grid search. I can kind of understand that. But once again, no Amber Alert. Nothing for this 12-year-old child. Oh, anyway, it just infuriates me. But so once again, the particulars on her, missing from Gainesville, missing endangered, Maria Gomez-Perez, 12 years old, 5'3", 100 to 110 pounds, long black hair, brown eyes. Last seen at her home on Westside Drive at Pearl Nicks Parkway around 10 a.m. Wednesday, May 29th. 5'3". Okay, I already did that. She is thought to have been wearing a bright blue shirt, like in the photo, and no other clothing description is available. If you have any information, call 770-503-3232 or 911 or 770-536-8812. All right. Caught up in your comments again. I think we're almost done. Absolutely. And he says, I love and talking to Miss Barb, I love and stand behind you. You need answers. It's why I'm here. You deserve answers. Absolutely. Yep. Danny says, I'm here for you no matter who you are. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, Miss Barbara. Right back at you, ma'am. Yep. Miss Barbara says she remembers sharing Maria. Absolutely. Thank you. Me and Arctic, yeah, we're going to have a live together or something about talking about this Amber Alert. She says, he says, I will spend my dying breath screaming for Amber Alert reform. Yes, that's what this case, when they said it didn't qualify for the Levi, whatever they said, which I'm assuming is the local version of an Amber Alert or whatever, some kind of missing child alert. I'm like you said earlier, T. Any missing child under 18, I think you said, automatic Amber Alert. I'm with you on that. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Very well said, Dandy. Says some of us genuinely care. Yes. Excuse me. It's not just a case or a story. These are real people. Yes. That's just what I was talking earlier about, trying out, some of these other supposed true crime channels that I don't even want to remember the name of. And either they're what I call now tragedy pimps, just exploitation, or they're not even talking about a case. They're bashing other creators and talking. It drives me batty. Yes, there are thankfully creators on here that care about the people, the families, the victims, care about. It's not just like Danny said, it's not just a case or a story, it's real people. We care about the people behind the story or the case, and that's who I'm going to stick with as far as creator wise. Yes, absolutely. Dave says Dandy is awesome. Yes, sir. Dandy is an awesome person. I love me some Dandy. Marcus talking to Miss Barb. Absolutely. You are correct, ma'am. I'm with you. I'm with you. Absolutely gut wrenching. Yep. Same here, Miss Barr. Miss Barr says she went to a lot of channels and had to get off of a lot of channels. Yep. I can tell now by even before I started my little channel here, my little horse and pony show. When I got into and I was introduced to the YouTube true crime community through when the Idaho 4 case, Kohlberger, I just, nothing, that was caught my attention because I hadn't heard about anything like that happening. I don't think any of us had in so long. And I just was devouring everything I could find about it. And once I devoured everything on television, news articles, I went to YouTube and found the true crime YouTube world community. And I quickly learned who to watch and who to not watch, because even before, it's just, so yeah, I know who to stick with. Yeah, absolutely. And there's a difference. Yeah. Call out somebody, but the things that I watch like 3 seconds of is they're not arguing over necessarily a case, but it's just, I don't even know, it was something that the creator said this about the other creator didn't even have anything to do with the case, and I don't even know. It's just, I'm like, what the literal F is going on? I mean, oh yeah, I understand, I would have no problem calling out a creator about a case, but just arguing with another creator that didn't even over a difference of opinion in a case, they're not even arguing over that. It's like personal. You know what I'm saying? It's something personal. I don't know. It's just, I don't understand it. I don't. But yeah, I would call out a creator and say, maybe you want to maybe cover this case maybe a little bit different, but when, like I said, they're arguing it's like personal stuff. I don't even know what it's like, airing dirty laundry or something. I don't know. Yes, yes, I agree with, yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just, I don't even know the names of the channels or the people. Like I said, that's how unless I wanted to forget it. It's just not even arguing over different viewpoints of the case. It's just personal, petty crap or something. I don't know. I don't know that. That might have, I don't know. Like I said, I've forgotten names, but that could have been. Could have been. I don't know. I might have to check that out. Just hold on, what was the name of it again? Okay, I almost said it out loud, but I might have to see. Is that the name of the channel or the person? Absolutely. Yeah. Daddy says she's not a fan of tragedy PMs. I feel compassion for people needing answers, real ones. Absolutely. Absolutely. I might go watch those others for entertainment value to laugh at. Yeah, as far as, real, sincere, passionate, compassionate, empathetic people, yeah. So I may just have to check that out. So that's the name of the channel. I may have to check it out just like I said for entertainment value. If I need something to laugh at or be like, what the literal F. No, try not to cuss on here. All right, I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Oh, I'm going backwards. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Oh, I think that was the last one. Okay. Actually, I think if you guys got a couple more minutes, I have another video. It's about a 92-year-old lady that was found unalive. That they're looking for information on. It's just like a 1.5-minute video. I'm gonna play right quick, and then we'll get our goodbyes going and get out of here for the night.
Joanne Johnson for the first time. The 93-year-old woman was found dead in her Augusta home earlier this month. Police are investigating her death as a homicide, but say there are no suspects at this time. Joe Baker has the latest on that investigation.
There are still unanswered questions after 93-year-old Joanne Johnson was found dead inside her Augusta home this month. The Augusta Department of Public Safety says the crime took place sometime between September 2nd and 3rd in the 1700 block of Robin Street. Police have been speaking with neighbors searching for answers. The Augusta Department of Public Safety says no suspects have been identified at this time. Neighbors now have questions as to who's responsible.
There is a killer on the loose. I mean, she's dead. So, yeah, it's really sad because she was 93. I mean, last all those years and then die like that, that's awful. I mean, I've got no sympathy for someone that does that.
In a statement from the family, Joanne's son, Tim Johnson, says, "My mom was a wonderful and kind person. It was very common for us to hear stories of how people enjoyed interacting with her. The situation is inexplicable, no different than getting struck by lightning on a cloudless day. The family has no words or ability to understand what has happened. We would refer any questions on the investigation to the Augusta DPS, who we believe to this point are pursuing this with incredible professionalism, compassion, and effort." If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Augusta Department of Public Safety directly or call Crime Stoppers. In Augusta, Joe Baker, 12 News.
All right, so I just wanted to share that one with you quickly, because something about, I've say it all the time, all cases, of course, get to me, but when it comes to cases involving children and the elderly, that just hits me harder. And to me, 92, 93 years old, I mean, it takes a special kind of evil to harm a child, harm an elderly, what I call the most vulnerable of us. It just infuriates me. But so I wanted to share that. And at first I think I put in the thumbnail, it was Augusta, Georgia. It is not Augusta, Georgia. I'm thinking it might have said in the video and I missed it. Found it. Maybe I didn't save that article. Maybe I want to say Wisconsin. I could be totally wrong as usual, but regardless, I think I did have. Oh, I didn't. Damn it! I thought I had the slide. I posted it in my Facebook group on my Facebook page, and I think on my community wall on YouTube, the flyer with all the information and the phone numbers to call if anybody has any information. So please check it out, share it anywhere, everywhere, all this. Or if it says she's always going off on someone, you're talking about the purple, whatever. You have to check that out for entertainment value. Absolutely, yes. Dandy says to die at that age from violence is disgusting. Yes, I mean, anybody that could, like I said, it takes a special kind of evil to do that. Once again, my cats are running amok again if you hear something. I don't know what they're doing. Let's see. As Barbara says, I used to not believe in cameras as much, but now I believe they should have cameras everywhere except bathrooms, of course. I agree. Yep. Yes, Dave, absolutely. Another one of the many reasons we love Dave. It's all about the victim and the victim's families. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Dave is awesome. Dave is a sweet guy. He's just a big softy. That's what I told him last night. Absolutely. Miss Peggy says, Happy Father's Day to all the dads, whether kids have feet, paws, or hooves. Absolutely. If you're a dad of a human child, a fur baby, a critter, yes, the whole gamut. Absolutely. Yep. Dandy says, that is infuriating. My grandmother just turned 90. She's a well of invaluable information. Sit down and have a talk. Don't bash them with a rock. Exactly. I learned so much. I was lucky enough to have my maternal grandmother. Oh, she lived to 93, and I learned so much from her. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's true, Dandy. Yeah, it says Dandy said cameras don't stop crime, just record it, unfortunately. But a lot of times that does help, at least trying to get any little bit of information, But it is unfortunate. It just records it. I wish we could find a way to stop crime, but absolutely, yes. Miss Barbara says, Happy Father's Day to all. I always tell my single moms or fathers too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Like I said, any parent, parental figure, mentor, foster, adopter, people who have adopted children, because my youngest nephew is adopted. My baby brother and sister-in-law adopted him when he was seven or almost 8, and he is 17 now. He came from a very bad situation, and he's thriving now. He did a homeschool. He graduated basically a year and a half early. got enough credits a year and a half early to graduate. We had his graduation ceremony last weekend before last. So yes, all parental type. What is it? The Coneheads used to say, parental units. Much respect. Oh, Arctic. T says my cats didn't even cook me dinner for Father's Day. I'm sorry. If I could, I can't cook for crap. If I could cook, I would have come cook you something. Oh goodness, you can't teach cats anything. Thank you, Dave. That's why we love you too, Dave. Oh, Miss Barbara says she would have cooked Arctic dinner. I bet Miss Barbara's a good cook. I bet Miss Barbara's a good everything. Honestly. Miss Peggy said bad cats. Yep. Absolutely. Danny says happy Father's Day to all papas, mamas filling in. We love you. Absolutely. Yep. And I lost my dad in 2002. So he's having a heavenly Father's Day. But I think about him obviously all the time, every day. So we kind of, it's low key for us here, but both my brothers have kids. They're excellent fathers. So yeah, just kudos to mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, anybody who's helped raise a child, mentor a child, foster a child. Yeah, I can understand that. Miss Barbara says she's a good cook. I'm telling you, I bet you're good at everything, Miss Barb. Says she didn't cook anymore. I don't like cooking for just myself. I'm sorry, Miss Barb. All right, guys. Well, I think that is all I have for the night. So I'll do a little bit of shameless plugging and we can start with our goodbyes. And for anybody, and I'm working on, I didn't have time to get it done to include it in this live stream. But at the beginning, if you missed it, if you're on Replay Crew or going to watch it, I made a new live stream intro because I have a different intro, a longer intro for my live streams to get, what for people to come in. I made a new one today. I used music from Tony's Place. He has a YouTube channel. I met him through Miss Frankie Rose's chat, I believe, the first time. And then he's in my Discord, and I see him pop up in chats, other creators every once in a while. He's the one that did the music. He is now in my check out our friends below list. His link is also in the description box. Please check out Tony. He is an absolutely amazing musician, artist. And he uploaded 10 songs to his channel today. I've listened to every one of them. Most of them are instrumental. One of them, and he said, I asked him for permission to use his music for my video. He said absolutely. So kudos, thank you to him for that. But one song I listened to had lyrics to it, and I'm telling you, it was made for people who care about missing people cases. So I'm going to try to get a video put together to be my outro video. But you guys, it's amazing. I think if you go to Tony's channel, I think it's song idea number 3. Listen to it. Listen to the words. I cry. I literally had tears in my eyes. I listened to it I don't know how many times. But anyway, kudos to Tony. Thank you to him. Go check him out. I will try to have that outro video with that music and those lyrics for my next live stream, whenever that is. Yes, definitely check out Tony. He is amazing. Get to some of your comments. You wouldn't say about yourself, Miss Barb, that you're good at everything? I think you would be. Yeah, that Miss Peggy said the same. She doesn't cook much for. So that's the way me and my mom are. Since my dad passed away, he was killed in a car wreck. Of course, both my brothers moved out and have families of their own. And it's just me and mom here at the house. And it's hard to cook for two people. I mean, I can imagine that, it's just, tonight we had, so good. Of course, growing up on the farm, I've always loved, used to always have do a garden. My grandpa did it when we were kids. When my grandpa got too old to do, couldn't do it, my uncle and my brother took it up. But we used to always have fresh garden vegetables. And I love me some fresh tomatoes, fresh out of the garden. And so mom found tomatoes somewhere, Arkansas tomato, as she called it. Not from our garden, but it came from Arkansas. And so I had a cheese and tomato sandwich. People laugh at me when I say that, but it is the best thing in the world. A little mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, whatever you prefer on it or whatever. A couple slices of cheese, a big old slice of tomato, a little bit of salt. Can't beat it. Oh, goodness, Dandy. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. I'm so sorry. Oh, good. You're gonna, in Discord or somewhere, you're gonna have to tell me that story if you don't mind at some point. Love you, Dandy. Arctic says that he loves to cook, but his kitchen is too small to cook the way he wants to. So you're saying you make a mess, or you just see? I like to. I've never been a good cook. I've always loved to bake, because when I was growing up, my grandma would let us help her bake, and we could make the biggest mess we wanted baking. Of course, we had to clean it up. Oh, but I love to bake. But I don't cook. I don't like to cook. I'm not a good cook. Danny says she loves to cook. Thank you, Miss Barb. Miss Barb says, good night, all. I love this channel. We love you too, Miss Barb. Everybody's respectful and supportive. Thank you all. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for supporting me, us, creators, other families, everything you do, sharing other people's stories. Thank you. Ooh, another big batch of comments came up, apparently. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, T. As always, please check out Arctic Thoughts True Crime. Absolutely, he's amazing. Please check out Dave. Dave is amazing. Of course, True Crime Web, always Mr. Steve. Y'all don't let me forget. Sunshine, Mind of Monsters. Absolutely amazing. Everybody else. Oh my goodness, not everybody else, but you know what I'm saying. The right ones. Thank you, T, for being here and for the support, my friend. Oh, yes. Miss Peggy says her son is a musician. He has a few CDs, lots of music online. Absolutely. I would love to check him out. If you want to put in his name or put it in, I know I see you on Facebook. Yes, lots of musicians. I would love to, in my head, I'm an excellent lead singer in my head. But my middle brother, excellent musician. He plays, growing up, he still plays. He played the saxophone in band in high school. He taught himself how to play guitar, bass, keyboards, kind of sings a little bit. Excellent musician. My baby brother taught himself how to play bass. He plays bass, guitar and he played a trombone in school band. He plays the bass in the church band that they're in. My youngest nephew, the adopted one, has the voice of an angel, can sing his little butt off. He also sings in the church, talent shows, everywhere he can sing. He's sang at some open mic nights at some, I was going to say bars, but he's 17, but it's some places, some bars have open mic nights where you can get in if you're under 21 to participate in the open mic. So he's sang at open mic. Yeah, so I have lots of talented musically talented folks in my family. Like I said, in my head, I'm an excellent lead singer with my hairbrush. You probably don't want to hear me singing out loud, but I will sing to the top of my lungs when I'm by myself in the car. So yes, I've always had such an admiration for musicians, anybody who's musically talented. Now, when I grew, I played the clarinet in high school and band, and I took piano lessons. I was decent at piano, but it's been so long since I played either one of them. Probably couldn't do it now. Absolutely. We would love to see you too, Miss Barb. Absolutely. I know. I just want to get together with all you guys so bad at some point. I know sometimes there are gatherings in certain regions where creators and families and communities can come together and meet each other. I would love to be able to do that one of these days. Uh-oh, I did not know that, Dandy. Are you talking about did ghosted you and Miss Frankie? Because that's where I first came in contact with him. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Did not know that. So, okay, so Dandy, you'll have to tell in Discord private message. We'll have to talk about that too, because I did not know that. Girl, we got some stuff to talk about. Because about your dad too, yeah. Yeah, next time I can get Discord to come up on my computer, we'll have to have some girl talk. Yes, Miss Peggy says she misses having a garden. I do too, yes. You can't beat in my opinion, you can't beat fresh garden vegetables. Oh, see, my mom loves fried green tomatoes. Not just the movie and the book. Actual fried green tomatoes too. I've tried them. They're okay because my mom cooks them every once in a while. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of fried tomatoes. If I'm gonna have a tomato, it's gonna be just sliced on a sandwich or a burger or just by itself, or like sauteed it or in with something. But there are a lot of people who eat fried green tomatoes. Well, that sounds good, Miss Barbara. I love me some barbecue too. Love me some barbecue, some good barbecue. I understand, Dandy. I understand. I'm telling you, Dandy, if you don't mind giving me the download, next time I get on Discord, we'll PM, and you can tell me what's going on. Miss Barbara says she likes some fried green tomatoes too. Yep. Everybody loves fried green. I guess I'm the only one that's on the fence about the fried green tomatoes. Okay, I got you. T says, I just need space to cook. I have 2 generations worth of china, Corningware, Pyrex in my house. My kitchen is an episode of Hoarders. I got you. I understand. Thank you, Miss Peggy. You too. Back at you, Miss Peggy. Absolutely. Stay safe out there, everybody. See, that's the way it is with me too. Arctic says he has 0 musical talent. Last time he tried singing, the coyotes started howling. Yeah. You don't want to hear me singing. That's why I try to do it when I'm by myself or in the car by myself. Yes, absolutely. Sonova Cantrell, absolutely. Her channel. I've just watched. I might have to get back over there. I've just watched that one live stream she did about Fredericktown or Madison County. But I'm definitely gonna get out, check some more of her stuff out. That's fine, Dandy. That's absolutely. I understand, dear. Yes, definitely. Yes, get in touch with me, Dandy. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, that's why I am, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara says, I feel like I can sing when I'm by myself. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to, oh, Lordy. 3 minutes and 3 minutes. 3 hours, and it feels like 3 days to me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Father's Day, spending a little bit of your Father's Day with me. I just wanted to, like I said, it's kind of low key around here. I know it's that way with some that, are in the same situation. So I just wanted to get on here, and anybody who wanted to come on and hear about some missing people and just talk and spend time together. So I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for everybody watching replay. I love everybody. Absolutely. I'm totally sincere when I say that. Everybody says I love you, but truly, truly mean it. Trying to find I'm trying to multitask again. Oh gosh. I haven't even got I'll have something for Missing Person Monday. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about that. I haven't even got anything together for that. We may be having another live stream tomorrow night for Missing Person Monday because I need to work tomorrow and I did not get a video. I'll get it figured out. That's my problem, not you guys. Thank you so much once again. I love you all. I'll have something tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Be careful out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. That is the most important thing you can do. Share, share, share all these missing persons for me and everybody, not just me, everybody. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.